Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah. So can you hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah. Sorry, there was some issue. I was not able to join. Okay. So yeah. Let me give a talk about myself. Okay. Fine. So so this is Prasad sir. So I will be instructor for statistics one. Okay. So let's start this session. Basically, I just want to ask some question. How many of you covered the all the lecture video for week one? You can simply raise your hand or you can ping in the chat. Okay, fine, fine, fine. You can see. Fine. So I can see most of you have covered. Okay, one basic thing. So would you like to, for the plan of the session, should I take the questions or actually I thought to summarize the content of week one. Will that be all right? Summarize? Okay, okay, fine. Some of them are saying questions and summarization. Okay, so what I'm thinking, let's do the summarization. And regarding questions and all, we can see it later also, as well as during the summarization, I will discuss the content or concepts along with the examples. Okay. So hope that will be fine to everyone. All right. So let me share my screen. Do let me know if you are able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
Yes, sir.
One request, everyone.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes,
Please,
sir. I can see your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
one second, one second.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, I got the idea. Okay, so please mute yourself. Okay.
Can you speak a bit louder? Not able to hear properly.
Sir, your voice is totally breaking, sir.
Okay, now is
सर
it
आपकी
fine?
आवाज नहीं आ रही सर आपकी
Is it
आवाज
fine?
Let's begin.
Sir, please mute everyone, sir. We can't hear anything.
Yes, sir. Clear all.
No, sir,
Yes,
not everyone mute, sir.
okay, all right. See, I have muted to everyone. One request to everyone. Please mute yourself. Let me finish the
Hello,
concept.
hello, sir. I have
Whenever,
doubt, sir.
okay, okay. One second, one second. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Okay.
I will summarize the concepts of week one along with examples for each concept. Okay. Then we'll take the doubts. Okay. So it's a
Okay.
request to everyone. Please mute
Sir,
yourself.
okay.
Don't make during this. Okay.
Sir, I
So
have doubt regarding the qualifying exams.
see, I think these kind of operational things support team will handle.
Go
Okay.
to official website.
So
Yeah.
this is for
Go to
basically
website.
technical things. So let me start the uh, uh,
Good evening,
सर मैं
sir.
वन
Excuse
सर
me,
मैं
sir.
वीक वन
Please
नहीं
speak
कर पाया
louder.
सर
You.
सर वीक वन का क्लास नहीं ले पाया मैं
Please mute, sir. Please mute, sir. Sir,
Don't listen. I think you should mute them from your side.
mute, sir.
Please mute yourself, guys.
See, one
Sir,
second.
please mute
Let-
yourself.
Mute all the one.
Sir, muted everyone, please.
Sir, currently everyone, sir, we can't hear
Please mute it,
anything.
bhai. Sir, mute
Everyone,
all of
please.
us.
Sir, please mute everyone from your side.
Sir, it's a kind request. Please mute
You mute your.
everyone.
Sir, mute everyone and unmute when needed.
Sir, we can't hear
yeah,
anything.
one second.
A little bit loudly.
Mute everyone, sir.
Sir, when did the class begins?
One second. I will
Yes,
start
that's
in 1 minute.
Sir, please, it's a request. Sir,
Okay,
it's
sir.
not
Sir, when does
needed,
class
sir.
A little.
Most
Okay,
of the
please try to
students.
keep patient.
Okay, one second. Yeah, I will mute to everyone. Okay. See, it's a request to everyone. It's a good if you are making the standard of the class, so don't make yours during the session.
End of meeting, you
Okay.
can
Right.
mute everyone and to around to ask doubts.
Okay, fine. So let me start this session. Fine. So I will summarize the basic. I will give you the summary of concepts of week 1. Okay, along with examples. Okay. So I will cover each concepts along with the example. Fine. Now, okay, let's start. So very first thing in statistics is called data. Okay. So what is the meaning of data? If you have seen the lecture video, then you may know, but yeah, let me cover anyway. So data is nothing but data are facts, figure, anything like observations and all. Okay, so which we are collecting, basically, which we are collecting to summarize, to analyze for presentation and anything presentation or interpretation for any kind of thing. Okay, so basically, in a simple way, you can say data is a nothing but it's a collection of
Facts.
it's a collection of facts. Assume this can you mute yourself whenever you are doubt. It's a collection of facts, figures, or you can say simply observations, okay, or measurements, anything. Okay, that can be used for analysis, decision making, and all. For analysis, or you can simply say summarization, no, for analysis, summarization, and interpretation, and all. Okay. So basically data, you can, okay, what are the, so this data can be numbers, can be image files, can be, anything. It can be it can be in numerical form. It can be, okay, so you can simply say, what is the data? Data, I told you, right? Facts, figures, and all. Image files, or you can simply say comments on YouTube. So these all things are data. Whatever we are saying in the word, you can simply say any numbers, anything which suppose you are going for any study, any analysis, or you are collecting the observation. Let's say marks of students. So marks of a student will be data for you. Okay. So this is the basic definition of data. And data can be in any form, right? It can be in text form, it can be in numbers, it can be anything. Okay. So let's see the basically if you entered into statistics part. Okay. So in statistics, there are two kind of things. First part is called descriptive, and second is called inferential statistics. Okay. So what is the descriptive? What is the inferential actually? So this in descriptive, it's nothing but as the name suggests. So in this descriptive part, we are summarizing it. Basically, it gives the description and summarization of the data. So what is the meaning of description and summarization of the data? So basically, you can simply think like you are going to summarize, you are going to simply say description, or you are going to describe your data set, right? So what is the meaning of giving description or some summary of your data sets? It's nothing but you are going to sum up, or you are going to cover the main points of your data set. Okay. So main points of your data set. For example, you can say what is the mean of your data set, what is what is the median of your data set, and etc. marks and all. Like suppose you have data set of marks of a student, right? Then how you can describe your data set, how you can summarize your data set. So basically, you can simply tell me mean marks is this, median marks is this. So basically, whatever data you have, you are just going to describe that data set. You are just simply giving the uh, summary of that data set. Okay. I will come to an example for the same. Okay. Before that, let me tell you the inferential part. Okay. So what is the inferential? As the name suggests, it's something inference, right? So inference means what? So it's a part of statistics where we are drawing the conclusions. In this part, we are going to drawing the conclusions. You can say simply conclusions or any inference, okay, from data. Okay. So to give the examples of this, I will cover the definition of population and sample, and then I will give you the example of descriptive statistics and some inferential statistics. As of now, overall idea is okay. Did you get the idea? Anyone can confirm? Fine. Okay, so can you hear me now? Is it am I audible to everyone clearly? Fine, fine. All right. Okay. So let me give you the definition of population and sample, which is very important thing for statistics. Okay. So what is the population? So population is nothing but the total collection of all the items that we are interested in. Okay. For example, so what is the meaning of total collection of all the items? So you have to focus this part, total collection of all the items. For example, suppose I'm interested to know the percentage of all the students in India, okay, who have passed the class 12. So what will be the population? So population will be all the students basically who have passed class 12 in India. Okay. So the collection of all the students, set of all the students who have qualified, who have passed class 12, that will be considered as a population. So population is nothing but if you see the definition, right? Definition is nothing but what definition says? The collection of all the items in which we are interested. Okay. Suppose I'm interested in, let's take another example. Suppose I'm interested in the let's say I want to do the study the I want to do a study the average height of adult men in a country. Okay, suppose average height of adult men in the country. Okay, for example, suppose this is the I want to do a study on this. So suppose this is the objective, my objective. Then what will the population? So population will be nothing but all adult men in the country, right? So that country can be anything. It can be India. It can be anything. So main key thing is here to observe the collection of total collection of all the elements or all the items in which we are interested. For example, here if you see in this example, I was interested in the collection of students who have passed the class 12. So what will be the population? Population will be all the students who have qualified the class 12, right? Now, if in the second scenario, if you see the second scenario, what is the study or what is the objective? Objective is nothing but average height of adult men in the country, right? In India or in any country. Then what will the population? Population will be collection of all the adult men in that particular country. Okay, fine. Is it fine to everyone? In chat, you can confirm. Okay, fine. Okay, so I will unmute to everyone for some time because I will have to cover the things. Now, what is the sample? So basically, sample is nothing but it's a subset of population. Okay, sample is nothing but sample is a subset of a population. Okay, for example, in this scenario for class 12 case, so what will the sample? Sample is a subset of population. So sample will be, let's say you have selected randomly, let's say some 500 students from different part of India. Okay, and what kind of student? Those who have qualified the class 12. Okay, so this would qualify the class 12. So this is a something which is the nothing this sample is nothing but subset of the population. Okay, now if you see in the this example, this uh, case number 2, scenario example number 2, then what will the sample? I told you it's nothing but subset of your population. So in this case, suppose your sample can be, it can be 500 adult men. Okay, selected randomly. So selection should be random actually. It should be, there should not be any bias kind of things from different regions of the country. Okay. So I will come to this point why I'm mentioning different regions and all. Okay. For this, let's take another example. Okay. So okay, let me draw a graph to all of you. Suppose what I'm saying, population nothing but total collection of all the items in which we are interested. Okay. Suppose I'm interested in suppose I have collection of some balls. Okay. Suppose there are some 4 black ball. Okay. Then some green ball. Okay. And then some, let's say, brown ball. And let's say some red one. All right. Then let's say assume some blue is there. Okay. And this kind of, so suppose this is the population. Suppose this is the population. This is a collection of all the items. Okay. This is the suppose population data. What is the sample? Sample is nothing but it's the subset of your population. Okay. So subset means it can be, let's say, 2 blue balls. Let's say I have taken 2 red ball and then some 1 green ball or 2 green ball or something like that. So this is the sample. So what this is nothing but this is the subset of your population. Okay. So main thing is why we are considering or why we are taking sample, because if you are taking the sample, see, if you have population, suppose you want to do any study throughout the India, or let's say you want to do a study for all the students who have qualified class 12, then it is very difficult to collect the data, all the data, and perform your analysis on the data, right? It is something time consuming and all, right? It's a cost effective. So if I will take a sample, suppose I can take a sample, good sample, and sample should be a good representative for my population. What is the meaning of good representative? I will come to in a minute. So if you are taking a sample, right, based on that sample, you are performing your analysis, you are doing your study and all. And after that, you can make the statement about your population or your large data set, right? So if you are taking the sample, if you are doing the sampling, right, then sampling makes the feasible to collect the data, and it will reduce the cost of data collection and time efficiency, manageability. So all these factors will come to there. Okay, so that's why we are taking the sample. Now let me take one example for population and sample, so that I can explain you the meaning of good representative of sample. So I'm saying sample should be a good representative of population. So what is the meaning of sample should be good representative of population? Okay, let's see a scenario. Suppose there is a university. Okay, in that university, suppose there are some, let's say some 5 departments. Let's say 4 departments are there. Okay, and let's say some CS department, and let's say humanities department. Okay, then some let's say electrical department, and some management department. Okay, suppose there is some management course is there. Okay, now question is, so this is the population. This is the population data. I mean, this is the collection of in this university A. Let's say this is a university. In this university, I have collected of data of all the students. Let's say some students in CS department, some students in humanities department, some students in electrical department, some students are in management department. And what is my study? I want to do the, let's say I'm interested to know the annual average package in the university A. Okay, then what I will do, I will take a sample to to by considering the parameters of cost and all, time efficiency and all, every feasibility, manageability and all. By considering this, I would prefer to take a sample. Then what will the sample? I told you sample should be good represent. What is the meaning of? Suppose I took a sample, and sample is a nothing but subset of your population. Suppose in that university, let's say there are some 10,000 students are there. I took a sample of, let's say, some 500 students. Okay, so there total 10,000 students are there, for example, and I took a sample of 500 students from CS department and let's say electrical. And then I have calculated the this average annual package and all from this sample. So first of all, tell me, you can simply write on the chat whether this sample is a good representative for this population or not. Okay, some people are saying no, no, no. Some are saying yes. No, no, very good, very good. Okay, someone is saying yes. Why yes? No, no. Okay, yeah, correct, correct. I think you are getting the idea. So it's not a good representative of my population, because if you see here, I have collected the student, or I have selected the student only from these 2 departments, right? I selected the student only from CS department and electrical department. What about humanities and management, right? So this sample is not a good represent. Even though this is the sample, you can perform your analysis, you can do your study. In results, in final results may vary, right? There will be matter of accuracy. That's not our concern in this course, but we'll study these things later. But what I'm trying to say, this is not a good representative of my population. What when it will be good representative? If you have selected the sample of, let's say, 500 students randomly from all departments, let's say CS, humanities, electrical and management. And these students you selected randomly from all the departments. Okay. So this is something meaning of good representative of your population data set. Now, so let me come to the part of descriptive and inferential statistics, right? So that is the main concern actually. Okay. So as I told you, descriptive statistics is what? This is nothing but which gives the description or which describe or summarize the data set, right? So what is the meaning of giving summarization of data set? Basically, okay, let me take one example. Suppose I'm saying, suppose you want to do a study or you have surveyed your classmate or students and you want to do the study like number of hours, okay, they study or they study each week, okay, or something like that. Now, what is the meaning of this describe your data set? So under descriptive statistics, right, what it will cover? So in under descriptive statistics, it will give you, so how you can summarize your data set? You can simply tell the average, right? Or which we can see simply mean. Means you can simply tell the what is the average number of hours, right? You can simply tell the median, okay? You can tell the mode, and also these basic things you can cover, right? You can basically summarize, okay? Let me take another example. Suppose I'm saying that university example. You had data of some students, right? Let's say you have data of, let's say, 1,000 students, okay? For example, okay? This is nothing but marks of some 1,000 students. Then what will cover? You will cover under descriptive statistics. That means you can calculate the how you can describe the data. Suppose I have given you data set of marks of 100 students with the name or let's say region, means where are they from, native place or something, and marks in that particular semester or throughout the year, something like that. Then you can simply tell me average marks is, let's say, 89, 82 or 80, or let's say maximum marks is something, let's say 92, or minimum marks is, let's say, some 39 or something like that. Basically what you are doing here, you are describing data set, you are giving the summary of your data set. All right. Or suppose I told you, right, in the data set of it is all, there is also like uh, where are the students from, that is also mentioned there. Then you can simply make a pie chart, right? Pie chart of region, like let's say percentage of region, let's say some students are from north, south, east, west, okay, something like that. So what we are doing, whatever the data set you have, you are going to summarize, you are going to describe your data set, right? It can be sample, it can be population. All right. So some idea about descriptive statistics is okay. Can you confirm in the chat box? Fine. All right. Okay, fine. Good. Fine. So, this now let me tell you the example of let's say basically what we are doing the in inferential statistics. Okay. All right. So in inferential statistics, so as I told you, right, in the beginning, what we are doing, we are drawing conclusions. Okay. From the data. Okay. So we are going to drawing conclusion or we are going to something infer, but how, right? So what the use of inferential statistics? As you can say, you can simply see definition says we are going to draw the conclusion. So what is the meaning of drawing conclusion? If you see, if you let's take this example, right? Suppose let me draw this chart again. Suppose there is a university A. In that university, I told you there are 4 departments, right? CS department, humanities, okay. I'm writing electrical and then management, right? There was this 4 department, right? What you have done for your simplicity, I took the sample, Okay, suppose you are not able to perform, by considering all the parameters, that cost effective, time consuming and all, we are generally doing our analysis or our study on the sample data set, right? Then suppose you took the data of 500 students randomly, okay? Then what we are doing in inferential statistics, suppose our objective is to know the average annual package of this university, right? Suppose you have calculated the average annual package based on the data set of this 500 students, and you got, let's say, some 10 lakhs per annum. Okay. Then what you have done here, so this is your sample and this is your population data set, right? So you took sample, based on this sample data, you have calculated the annual package, average annual package is 10 lakh per annum by considering these 500 students, right? Then now what is the inferential statistics come to the picture? If suppose you have done the analysis on this 500 students, if you are making the conclusion that the average annual package of this university A is 10 lakh per annum, then this is called the inferential statistics, because you are making inference or you are making conclusion based on this sample data for your population data set, right? So this is something called inferential statistics. Based on my sample data, I'm going to make the inference, or I'm going to make any conclusion about population data set. That's called the inferential statistics. Okay. For example, let me go above. Suppose in this case, this average height case. Okay. So what was the scenario? Okay. So suppose population is what? In this case, population is, let's say, all the adult men in the country. Okay. So doing the analysis on this scenario, it's very difficult. So what you have done, suppose you took a sample of, let's say, 500 randomly. What is my samples? You have selected the 500 randomly adult, okay, from different region of India, right? So why of the country, let's say. So why I'm mentioning the different regions? Because I told you the sample should be good representative of your population data. See, if you are going to take for your convenience, or you are going to do any business, and you took the sample only from a particular region of country, and then you are doing your analysis, then something it's called purposive sampling, means you are making some biasness. Okay. But that's not case. So we should select the randomly and from different regions of the country only, then your sample will be your good representative of your population data set. Now, so what's the case of inferential statistics? Suppose you took a sample of 500 randomly selected adult men from the country, and then what you are doing based on this data set, suppose you got average height, let's say some 5 feet, let's say 5 feet, something 5 feet 6 inch or something like that. So what it may be wrong, it may be correct, but I'm just taking the value hypothetically. So case is seen is, so you calculated the average height based on this 500 samples. Now, what is the inferential statistic? If I'm going to make conclusion for my population or all the adults in the country, that or else you are saying the average height of the adult men in that particular country is 5 feet 6 inch, then this is called the inferential statistic, because you are inferring, you are making the inference, or you are making the some conclusion based on sample data for your population data. Okay, is this clear? Can simply ping me chat. Is this clear to everyone? All right. Okay. So for some of you it seems clear, for some of you it seems unclear. Okay. Fine. So okay, let me some I can see some for some of you have doubt. Okay, let me take another example so that it will help you. I mean, it should be clear to all of you. Okay, let me take this example again. Let me take another example. Suppose just let's see the scenario. Suppose you are an analyst and you went to a school and you want to know your study. You want to know the average marks of the student. Okay, or in of the students in that school. Okay, or in a school, something like that. Okay, so what you done, see, there will be lots of students. Okay, in that school. So what you can do, so you can take a sample. Let's say you have taken the sample of 200 students. Okay, randomly selected students. Okay, uh average marks of, let's say, you can define a particular class. I'm going to in general, or let's change the scenario. Average marks of class 10th students. Okay, in a, let's say, uh, in the schools of, you know school of a particular state. Okay, let's say this is something. All right, then what you have done, suppose you had taken the sample of, you have taken the sample of, let's say, for our simplicity, 500. You selected 500 students, randomly, of class 10. Okay, from different regions of, you know that state. Okay, okay, all right. So, and you calculated the average marks of these 500 students. Let's say you got average marks as, let's say anything. Let's say 75 for our, okay, it can vary also, but yeah, for as of now, let's take 75. So, what is the inferential statistics? See, you have collected the data of 500 students and you calculated the marks, average marks of those 500 students as 75. Now, what you are going to do, you have made a conclusion that average marks, okay, of all the students of class 10 in that particular, state is 75. So what you have done here, based on this sample data only, right? Based on this sample data, you have made a conclusion for all the students of class 10 in that particular state. So what you have done, you have made a conclusion based on a sample data for a population data set. Suppose this is your sample data set. Okay, you calculated some average marks, or average annual package, or anything like based on your analysis, based on your objective of the study. It can vary, but suppose you have calculated thing and you are going to make the inference, okay, or any kind of conclusion for your population data set, okay, or for a large data set. This is called the inferential statistics. Okay, so I hope these all things are clear to all of you. You can simply uh, message in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I will unmute to, let's little bit later. Okay. So in short, descriptive is nothing but describing your data set or summarizing your data set, and inferential statistics is nothing but you are going to make inference or you are going to make the any conclusion about your population data set or something like that. Okay. Now, so let's come to another part of data. So basically, you have seen. Okay, I told you in the beginning of the session definition of data. Okay. So let's see. There are some types of data. So data has two types actually, which is called structured and another is unstructured. So what is the difference between structured data and unstructured data? As the name suggests, right? If you see the name of this structured data and unstructured data, so basically, so by the name, right? Structured means what? Structured means is nothing but it's in it's in basically organized form or in a tabular form, you can say, right? So structured data is what? Which is in organized form. Okay. Or I can say in tabular form. And this kind of data, right? This kind of data are easy to search. Means any information you want, it's very easy to search and analyze. Okay. And it's a clearly defined and searchable data set. Okay. So basically, yeah, kind of it's a clearly defined and searchable kind of data set. And it's already in predefined manner, right? So predefined, which is already covered in here in organized form or in a tabular form. Okay. Now, what about unstructured data? So as name suggests, unstructured means it's not have any any fixed form. It's not in this kind of data. It's not in any predefined manner or it's not in any organized form, right? So it has no fixed form, not any fixed format actually, you can simply say. Okay. Or you can say these are diverse types, means it's basically a text heavy data set. Okay. It requires more effort to analyze and process and understand, right? So it requires more effort to analyze, you know, and process, you can say simply say understand. So what is the meaning, right? So if you see, structured data is already in organized form, it's in tabular form. From this structured data, if I want any kind of information, right, I can simply, it's very easy to me, it will be easy to us to search and analyze. And while unstructured data, it's not very easy to search and analyze. So for example, you can simply say, for so for unstructured data, right? So you can simply say, let me tell you, like social media post, right? So social media post, right? Or emails, text documents, right? YouTube comments and all these kind of data comes under the unstructured data because this kind of data don't have any standard form, right? While structured data, right? If you see structured data will have the standard form, right? You can simply say, uh, for example, if you can simply if you Google spreadsheet, right, or Excel or data stored in SQL database or something like that, right? So from these kind of things, you can simply analyze the data, right? Let me give you the example of this unstructured data and structured data. Suppose there is a scenario, right? Scenario of suppose you want to collect the collection of, I mean, you have a collection of customer feedbacks. Let's say collection of customer feedback. Okay. I mean, customer feedback emails. Okay. and that you want to analyze for common some any trend or anything. So basically emails comes under the unstructured data, right? So basically, okay, what is the, okay, let me tell you. So suppose you got a email one, okay, you got the first email and you got the email something like that. So subject is, suppose in that mail you got, I will write, I will take 1 minute to write this kind of format. Suppose feedback on, there is some product, let's say product X, okay, and in that mail you got, hi there, I recently bought product X. Just wait for a second. I will write and it will be clear in a minute. The difference between structured and I recently bought product S and I have mixed feeling. Let's say means this they are giving the feedback, mixed feeling about it. Okay. Or I can say the delivery was quick or something like that. While the delivery of the product was quick. Okay. And at last, let's say I'm writing regards, let's say any name, let's say Mohan, for example. Okay. Now, suppose this is the email one and you got the email two. Okay. Second email says, let's say subject is product Y review. Review of product Y, I mean, feedback on product Y. So what he writes, hello, I'm very happy. Let's say writing that another person, I'm very happy with product Y. Okay, right? It works perfectly. And the customer support was very, and let's say customer support was very helpful or something very quick or very high or something like that. Something. All right. Let's say thanks. Let's say another, let's say this person is, let's say Suman or something. Okay. So this data, right? The response of this data is will comes under the unstructured data, right? Because you can see, so this is unstructured data. This is unstructured data. Why? You can see, as you can see, this doesn't have any fixed format and it's a text type data. If you want to analyze any information, it will require the more effort, right? It will give, I mean, it will require the more time, more work to process and understand. While for the structured data, so what I can do? Let me tell you. So let me tell you. So if I want to, what is the structured data? With the same example, if I want to understand the structured data, so what I can do? Let's say I'm writing here customer name. Okay. Then I'm writing product. Then I'm writing sentiment. Right. Sentiment is what is the in general feedback and all. Here you can simply write the feedback column. Okay. All right. So you can simply make a table. Okay. And I can do something like that. Let's say, so let's say first person is Mohan. He used the product as his sentiment is something kind of negative, and he give the feedback like quick delivery or something like that, right? And another customer was Suman. She used product Y and her feedback was, I mean, something sentiment was positive, and she told works perfectly or something like that. So what you can do, you can see, so this data is structured data, right? So it will require, it's first of all, it's in standard form, it's in tabular form. And if I want to analyze any kind of information, if you want to search anything, so it's very easy to search and analyze, right? as compared to unstructured data. Okay. So structured data comes and you can simply say Excel file, CSV file, or something like that. Okay. All right. Is it fine to all of you? Yeah. All right. All right. Oh, fine. Okay. So this is something structured and is unstructured data. Okay. So let me, if you want, I can give you one more example for structured data and unstructured data. Will that be all right? Okay. Okay. Let me take one more example. Okay. Suppose I'm writing a case. Let's say I'm saying, no, Ram is a student of class 12, okay, in a school, and he is from, let's say, Delhi, okay, and his contact number is, let's say, 7988 or something like that. Okay? Now, in the same case, I'm saying, suppose you took feedback with some people and all about the of the some students in a society, and you got something like that, and then they are saying, Suman is a student of class 10. She is from, let's say, Punjab, right? And her contact number is, let's say, 8577, something like that. Okay. Again, I'm saying, suppose there is a student, another student, let's say Rahul. No? Rahul is a student of class. With this, Ritik, please don't do this like of class 12. Okay. Let's say he is from, and you can say, uh, let's say Chennai, something like that, and his contact number is 8927 or something like that. Okay. Now, so this data will comes under the unstructured data because it's a very text heavy data, and it doesn't have any predefined form or any standard form, right? Why? And it will require the more effort to gain something. It will require the more effort to extract the information from this data, right? Because why? Because suppose I asked to you, tell me the contact number of Suman, then you have to go each line by line, word by word, and then you will tell, yeah, it's 8577, something like that, right? So it will require more effort. It's not in any standard form, not in any predefined form. While the same example, if you see, if I want to cover in structured form, right? So what is the structured data? Let me tell you, you can see below. Suppose I'm writing the name, okay, class, city, and phone number, all right? So what I will get? I will get name as a Ram, class is 12, city is Delhi, or I wrote, yeah, Delhi, and contact number is 7988, something like that, right? Then Suman, 10, Punjab, something 85 something. And then Rahul, 12, Chennai, and 8927, something like that. So suppose, okay, so now this data is will can consider as a structured data. So structured data, you can say simply check this is in standard form. It's in it's in a predefined manner. It's in and if I want to search or I want to analyze any kind of information, it's very easy to me. Why? Because suppose I ask, tell me the phone number of Ram, right, or Suman. Then you can quickly tell me the phone number of Suman is this, phone number of Ram is this, right? So it doesn't require more effort. While unstructured kind of data will require the more effort to understand or search the any kind of information. Okay, I hope this is all right to everyone. Okay. Okay, all right. Thanks. Okay, so there is another something called variable and cases. Okay, so let me define you the definition of cases and variable. Okay. So let me tell you the cases. So cases is what? Cases is nothing but it's a kind of, you can simply say it's an observation basically. So case is an individual unit. Basically, it's a unit for which data is collected. All right. And cases should be, this should be unique. And row represents the cases. I will cover these all things, three parts in a minute. Okay. So give me a second. I will connect my laptop to the charging point. All right. So we have to keep these all things in my in our mind, right? Case is what? A unit for which your data has been collected. Cases should be unique and row represents the cases. Okay. So what is? Let me take this example itself. This data set of the student. So what is the cases? I told you, right? Cases is a unit for which your data is collected. So here case is what? So first of all, see, row represents the cases. So what are the rows? Rows is this, right? This all things are rows. This is a row. Okay, this is the row. So what is the things we need to keep in mind? It should be unique. It should not replicate or duplicate. And cases a unit for which your data is collected. So here, for which my data is collected. So for RAM, so RAM is a unit, right? For which my data is collected. Is why for RAM I have information, or we have collected the data, right? He is in class 12. He is from Delhi. His contact number is 7988, something like that, right? So Suman is a case here. First of all, row represents the case. It's in row. It will be in row. And Suman is the case because for Suman, we have collected the data, right? For Suman, we know she is in class 12. She is from Punjab. Her contact number is something 85 or something like that. All right. Similarly, for Rahul. So Rahul will be a case, right? So for Rahul, we have data of he's in class 12th, he's from Chennai, and his contact number is something like that. So your cases is what? For this example, in this scenario, your cases is Ram, Suman, and Rahul. As you can see, now, okay, let me tell you, and what is the variable? Okay, variable is what? I will come to a point again. So variable is what? Variable is something that varies. Okay. And column represents the variables. So variable is something that vary, right? Here you can see, if you see a little bit carefully. So let me use another color. So name is a variable because you can see it's vary, right? Rahu, Ram, then Suman, then Rahul. Here class is a variable, no? And first of all, this is the column, right? So this column represents the variable and name is the variable. Class is the variable because you can see values under this column is varying, right? 12, 10, 12. This is very small data set. You can go for other data set. Similarly, you can say city is a variable. For this column, city is the variable, and you can simply check Delhi. These values are varying, right? Delhi, Punjab, Chennai. Similarly, phone number is a variable. Okay, so this is the something. Now let me change the scenario. It will clear. It will be clear. This cases should be unique actually. Why I'm saying this? In this case, you can simply say Ram. Ram is what? So Ram, Suman. These are the units for which your data is collected, and they are unique, right? You can't here name is not repeating. Okay, let me take another example. Let me tell you. Let me take some name, class, city, phone number. No, class, city, phone number. All right. So suppose hmm, name, class, city, phone number. Suppose I have a data of, let's say, Ram, 12, Delhi, some contact number. Then Suman, 10, Punjab, 85, some contact number. Then Rahul, 12, no, Chennai, some contact number. Then suppose I have another student, let's say Ram, who is in 10, who is from, let's say, any other, let's say Haryana, all right, and his contact number is, let's say, 76, something like that. So can I say here about name, like can I say here, you can simply tell me in chat box, can I say here Ram or Suman and all, are they cases? If yes, then why? If not, then why? No, okay, no, yes, yes. Okay, so here you can see Ram, Suman. I mean the name of the individual, right? So they are not the cases because they are duplicating. So for this, there should be something different, which should be unique. So for example, suppose I'm saying I have a data of, I have another column of roll number. Okay, suppose for Ram roll number is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now first of all, see, if you see roll number will be a cases, because first of all, the main thing is row represents the cases as well as it should be unique, right? So, see, you can see roll number can't repeat for any student. It's a unique. And very first thing, for which you are going to collect the data, you can simply see, check here. I told you a case is what? Case is a unit for which your data is collected, right? So here roll number 3 is a case because for roll number 3, I have collected the data. What is the data for roll number 3? What is the name of the student? He is in class 12. He is from Delhi. His mobile number is this. For roll number 4, name of the student is Suman. I have information about for roll number 4 is in class 10. She is from Punjab. Her contact number. Then roll number 5, name is Rahul, class 12, Chennai, and some. Then roll number 6, name is Ram, he's in class 12. So for you can see, if you focus on the word, right, this is a unit for which my data is collected. So for roll number, I have collected the my data, right? For roll number 4, we have information about. For roll number 5, we have information. For roll number 6, we have information, and it represents the row represents the cases. Okay. I hope this is you got some sort of idea about uh, the things which you have discussed so far. This descriptive, inferential, structured, unstructured, row variable. So is this all right? So can you fine. All right. Okay. So okay, so for this example, right? Some people are asking for this example, what will be the my case actually? So for this example, actually case is the this roll number, right? 03 is the case. I mean roll number 3 is the case. Roll number 4 is the case. Roll number 5 is the case. Roll number 6 is the case, okay? Because case is the unit for which your data is collected, right? So for roll number 3, your data has been collected. For this particular unit, what is the data? You have collected the name of the students, you have collected the class, you have collected the his or her native place and contact number. Same thing, roll number 4, you have collected the data and you have collected the name of the students, you have collected the class, you have information about city, then contact number, right? Then similarly for roll number 5, similarly for roll number 6. Okay, so here 0, 3, 0, 4, I mean roll number 3, 4, 5, 6, these all are cases. Okay, all right. Now, so let me come to the other part. Okay. Okay, so actually, they are asking. Actually, see, you can see it should be unique, right? I told you in the definition of the cases. So roll number is unique already, right? Roll number can't see. Roll number can't be repeat for two students, right? You can't say your roll number is same as mine roll number, all right? So roll number is will be always unique. Okay. If you don't have a column of roll number, then there should be another column. Let's say it's not about only this student data set. You can have another data set, right? For example, you have data set of any customer, right? Customer feedback and all. Then your customer ID should be unique or name of the customer should be unique. So basically, case is a unit for which your data is collected. Okay, all right, fine. Okay, so let me come to another part of data. Actually, we have seen data. So there is very two key parts, key things about data. So data has two properties basically. One is called, I mean, two types, categorical data set. Another is called numerical data set. Okay. So, okay. So okay, first of all, let me cover the topics, then I will unmute to everyone and then we'll discuss the things. Actually, in the beginning of the session, there were lots of noise. People were making chaos. That's why we have muted to all of you. At the end, we will discuss the doubts. But I will try to summarize the concept by taking the appropriate examples. Okay? Now, so data has two types called categorical data, numerical data. Okay. For numerical data, we have two things. Okay. Discrete and continuous. Okay. I will describe each kind of data. Okay. So what is the categorical data first? No. Categorical data is nothing but first of all, it's in qualitative in nature. I mean, not in quantitative, qualitative in nature, and we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operations. Okay, we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operations on categorical data. Why? See, categorical data can be, let's say I'm taking the example of male, female, you can take the example of hair color, black, white, and eye color or something like that. So the data on which we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operations. So basically you have to emphasize or you have to focus on this word, right? We cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operation. So what is the meaning of this? See, it's not required. Categorical data will always be in the form of text. Let's say I'm saying gender, right? So it can be female, male, hair color. It can be black, white. So Can I perform any meaningful mathematical operation on female and male or black and white? Can we say female is greater than male or male is greater than female or something, right? We can't. There is no any comparison. We can't perform, and we can't say female plus male or female minus male, right? We can't say anything. Similarly here in this. So the data on which we are not able to perform any meaningful mathematical operation, that's called the categorical data. See, sometimes you may see the categorical data in numbers also. So that numbers actually used for coding actually. I mean coded with numbers. That also possible. But we can't perform meaningful mathematical operation. All right. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose I'm saying I have a gender category and I have coded female as 1 and male as 0, right? Even though I'm saying 1 and 0, so but if I will write suppose 1 plus 0, but I can't say it will be 1, right? Because there is no meaning. You can't say 1 plus 0 equal to 1, which means again female, right? We can't say. This is meaningless. Okay. You can't say 1 minus 0 equal to 1 here because this is just a code, or this is just a label for you have labeled the data, right? You are saying female. If I will write 1, that will represent as a female. If I'm going to write 0, that means male, right? So this is just a sorry, label for your data set. Let me take another example. Suppose I'm saying let's say color of balls, okay, and I'm writing I will represent red as 1, no, black as 0, and let's say green as 2. So can I say this is the color of balls will be numerical data? Because suppose I'm going to give you data like 1, 0, 2, 2, 0, 1. You have some 6 balls. Can you say this is the numerical data? Okay, for chat, I need to check with the studio team. From the next session onwards, we'll stop. So we can't say this is the categorical data because here there is no meaning, right? You can't say 2 is greater than 1 or 2 minus 1 equal to 1, right? Because this is meaningless. Okay, there is no meaning of this. This is just a label to use this. For example, let me take another example. Suppose I'm saying pin code number. Okay. So pin code number is always in numbers, right? In digit. But is there any meaning of that? No, right? We can't perform any meaningful mathematical. We can't say your addition of my pin code number and your pin code number is equal to someone else's pin code number, right? This is there is no meaning of this, right? So these kind of data where there is no we cannot perform meaningful mathematical operation, that will come under the categorical data. For example, I can simply say phone number, right? So phone numbers you can see. So phone numbers is always in digit, in numerical digit, but we can't perform any meaningful mathematical operation, right? You can't say addition of your phone number and plus someone else's phone number is equal to someone's number, right? So the key thing you have to observe whether you are able to perform any meaningful mathematical operation or not. If you are not able to perform any meaningful mathematical operation, that will comes under the categorical data. Now comes let me come to the part of numerical data, so which is very easiest one actually. So numerical data is what something. So numerical data is always, see, categorical data you have seen. I told you it's a qualitative in nature, but numerical data is quantitative in nature. It will be quantitative and nature. As opposite to categorical data, we can perform meaningful mathematical operation on it. Okay. For example, what I'm saying, so numerical data can be anything. Let's say, age, weight, okay, marks, anything, right? So these all things I can perform meaningful mathematical operation. I can calculate the average age, average weight, average marks. I can simply tell the your marks is greater than me, or you can simply you can say your marks is twice than mine, or something like that. So here I'm able to perform any meaningful mathematical operation, right? So it's a very simple things, right? Age of a person, weight of a person, or something like that, right? But the key thing what we have to focus here, the numerical data have the two kind, right? Two types, which is called discrete and continuous. Okay. Numerical data again have two different types called discrete and continuous. Okay. So just listen me carefully. Lots of people have doubts in this discrete and continuous. Okay. So discrete data. So what is the discrete? So discrete is something which I can count. Okay. And it takes the distinct value on real line. If I will draw a real line, right? It will take distinct value on a real line, and I can count, right? I can easily count. For example, suppose I'm saying number of people in a room. Okay. So I can count, right? I can count 2 people, 3 people, or something like that, right? So, right. So for if you draw a real line, then you can simply say, yeah, 1 people is there, 2 people is there, 3 people is there, 4 people. So if you see, observe carefully, it is taking distinct value on a real number line, right? So it's a countable thing. So discrete is something, it is always countable. It can't take uh, any value in between, right? So it cannot take any value between these two things, right? These two things. It is taking distinct value. Okay. For let's say another example, let's say I'm saying number of attempts, to clear an exam. Okay. So suppose someone take 1 attempt, someone take 2 attempts, someone take 3 attempts, right? It won't be like you are saying 1.5 attempts or 1.23 attempts, right? So I'm not saying discrete will always be integer. It can be in decimal also, but it will take distinct value, right? Number of attempts to clear exam. Let's say another is number of accident, no, at a particular intersection. So number of, let's say 0 accident, 1 accident, 2 accident, something like that. Okay. So it will take distinct value on real number line. So it basically count. While in the continuous, okay, just listen me carefully here. For continuous, people are lots of doubt here. So continuous, we cannot count. It's not countable. We cannot count. Okay. Continuous data is something, it involves the measurement. Okay. We have to measure always, and it can take any value between an interval. Okay. So what is the meaning of measurement not countable? For example, suppose I'm saying weight of a person. Okay. See, weight of a person is something you cannot count, right? You have to measure the weight, and there will be some measurement unit. So you can measure the weight. Let's say in some, for people it's 58 kilogram, right? Then 60 kilogram, something like that. So here what you are doing, you are measuring the weights in kilogram, right? Not count, right? You cannot count the weight of a person. All right. Then similarly, let's say I'm saying, okay, I'm going to write, just let me know in the chat, speed of a vehicle. whether it will be discrete or continuous. So you can simply write discrete or continuous. Continuous, okay. Yeah, so continuous is the correct answer. So why? Because speed of vehicle is something you cannot count, right? You have to measure the speed. You can simply say 40 kilometer per hour. Let's say 40.5 kilometer per hour, something like that. So here you are measuring the speed in kilometer per hour, right? Similarly, if I'm saying amount of a milk, right? Amount of milk. So can I count the amount of milk? No, right? I have to measure the amount of milk. Like I will say 1 liter, 1.5 liter, 2 liter or something like that. Okay. So for continuous data, I told you it can take any value between the interval. Suppose this is the interval, right? Let's say 1 liter, 2 liter, 3 liter or something like that. Then it can take any value between this interval. That's why it's a continuous. So continuously, it can take any value. Continuously, it can take any value between this interval. While in discrete, it will take at distinct point, right? This is not defined, right? It can't take any value between it. It will take distinct value. Okay. It can be, let's say 1, it can be 1.5, it can be 2, it can be 2.5, but make sure it will be distinct. If you're taking 1, then it will take 1.5, 1.5. It will take the distinct value always, not any value in between. Okay. So for example, like suppose I'm saying, let's say time to complete an exam. Okay. So whether it will be discrete or continuous. Time to complete an exam. All right. Continuous. It's not a discrete, right? So because time to complete an exam, suppose exam is of 3 hours, right? So it will be in continuous, because suppose you are a student, right? Then suppose this is 0 and this is 3. You can take any value, right? Someone can finish the exam in 1 hour 15 minutes or 1.20 hours, something like that, right? It can take, or you are going to measure time, right? You are going to measure the time in hours or in minutes, whatever the final unit. Okay. Fine. So at time to complete an exam is the will be something continuous data. Okay. All right. So let me finish some two more concept. Then I will take the doubts from your side. Okay. So all right. Another is called the time series data and sorry, not continuous, cross-sectional data. First one is time series. So you can simply see, as the name, it's a time series. So the whatever the data collected, right? I have collected the data over time, right? So I will tell you the example, but let me define the cross-sectional also. Okay. So cross-sectional data. So definition of cross-sectional data is the difference in data observed or data collected, okay, at the same time. Okay. For example, what is the meaning of overtime and same time? Let me tell you the example. Suppose I have collected, see, this time, here time doesn't means, always in hour or minute. Time means it can be days, it can be years, it can be minutes, it can be second or something like that, right? So let me tell you the example. Suppose I'm interested, I have collected the data of Delhi, okay, temperature in Delhi on 7 different days, right? Let's say Sunday, and then Monday, okay, then Tuesday, then Wednesday, then Thursday, then Friday, and Saturday. So I have collected the data of temperature in Delhi. So suppose on Sunday there were temperature, let's say 50 degrees Celsius. On Monday, let's say 52 degrees Celsius, then 48 degrees Celsius. Then let's say I'm just taking X degrees Celsius, Y degrees Celsius, G degrees Celsius, something else, right? So what we have done here, for here place is the same, right? For the city Delhi, my time is varying. So here, what is the meaning of time? Here, time are days, right? So for different days, I have collected the data, right, of temperature. So here, time is varying, right? So date, you have collected the data over time, right? So time is here days. Okay, it can be, I mean, as per your objective of your study or analysis, your time can vary, but yeah, here time are days. Now, what is the cross-sectional data? Data observed at the same time, right? So, for example, suppose I'm saying, I'm interested to know on Sunday what was the temperature in Delhi, in Chennai, in Punjab, and let's say another city, Haryana. Okay. So what is the case here? If you observe carefully, here time is the same, right? Let's say X degrees Celsius, temperature was Y degrees Celsius, Z degrees Celsius, and let's say A degrees Celsius. Okay. See, these can be numbers in English. So here you can see time is the same, but here places are the different. So this is called the, this will come under the cross-sectional data. Okay. And this will be the time series data. So here you can see time is varying. Here places are varying, not time. Here at the same time. So similarly, see, for different example, let me take another example. Suppose, suppose I'm interested to know, the revenue or sales distribution of company A for some 5 years. Let's say 2020 or let's say 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. So here what you can say, I'm interested to know the sales distribution of company A in all these years. So here you can say, I have collected, it can be anything. Let's say these are the some number X, Y, Z, and what. So here you can see, we are going to collect the data through for this different time, right? For these different years. So here if you compare from the previous example, right? So here time was days, here time was years. So the only thing we have to keep in mind, we have collected the data over the time, over different time, right? While with the same example, if you see the cross-sectional data, right? So it can be, suppose you are interested. So what is the cross-sectional data? Data observed at the same time. Suppose same time means I'm interested to know the sales distribution of, let's say, some 5 companies A, B, C, D, and E in 2020. All right. So you can see time is the same. Rest are the different, right? In the case of temperature, places were different. Here, companies are the different. Okay. Is this difference between these two is all right to everyone? Yes. No. Okay. All right. Okay, someone is asking date is categorical. I will explain you as of now. Then I will move to the very last topic called scales of measurement. So why date is categorical? So it will depend on the scenario. Okay. So suppose I'm writing date. Okay. So what is the categorical first of all? There should be, we cannot, there is no meaningful mathematical operation, right? First of all, suppose let's take a scenario. Suppose I'm saying today is 31st May, for example. Okay, and then tomorrow will be 1st June. Yes or no? Yes, no. All right. So can you say, if suppose today is 31st and tomorrow is 1st June, so can you say the difference between 31st and 1st is difference of 30 days? Can I say? No, right? No, we can't say, right? So this is not a, any meaningful this comparison and operation, right? Between this 31st and 1st. All right. So that's why we can consider in this particular scenario date as a categorical. Okay. So let me come to the very last topic called the scales of measurement. Then we'll move to the doubts from your end. Okay. Okay, all right. So scales of measurement. See, anyway, we are going to measure the data, but what are the, this is the very interesting thing. There should be some scales. See, anyway, if you want to do summarize, you want to summarize your data, then we will be having two kinds of, right? Numerical and graphical summary. But for numerical summary and all, right, we need the scales of measurement, right? So which data will is what kind of follow what kind of scales of measurement? So basically, scales of measurement has four types. First is nominal, second is ordinal, third is interval, and fourth one is ratio. Just listen me carefully. I hope your doubts related to this topics will be clear soon. So first of all, let me cover this nominal and ordinal scale of measurement. Okay. So the very first thing I told you, data has two types, right? Categorical and numerical. So what? Okay, so just keep in mind whenever you will see, so this scales of measurement, right? Nominal and ordinal scale of measurement. It is useful for categorical data set. Interval and ratio scale of measurement is useful for numerical data set. Okay? The very first thing, right? Suppose there is a question you got, and question is identify the scales of measurement, whether it's a nominal or ordinal or interval or ratio, whatever, right? Then the very first thing you should see whether it's a categorical or numerical, because there should be very smart approach of the elimination of the options, right? Suppose I gave the any statement or anything, and I asked what is the identify which scale of measurement will be appropriate. Then very first thing, just check whether it's a categorical or numerical. And you let's say you found it's a categorical, then option of interval and ratio will be eliminated, right? You can eliminate. Now you have to see whether it's a nominal or ordinal. Now I will let you know what is the nominal and ordinal scale of measurement. Actually, since it's a categorical, right? So nominal scale of measurement is nothing but actually, so this is the data. Basically, here, see, nominal scale of measurement, it's a categories without implying any order. It's a name categories, okay, without implying any order, right? So that means what? It's a categorical data, and if we there is no order for categorical data, I mean there is no order, right? No ordering, or you can say no ranking among the categories of the data, that will come under the nominal scale of measurement. Okay. So for example, it can be in number, but it will be labeled, right? Like you say, I can label, but no ordering. For example, gender. Okay, very standard example, female and male. See, we can't say female is greater than male, right? Even if you coded with 1 and 0, you can't say 1 is greater than 0, right? Because here 1 means female, 0 means male, right? There is no meaning, there is no ordering, right? For example, you can say simply hair color. You can say, let's say black, no, white, let's say brown. Is there any order? No, right? There is no order among these categories. First of all, female male is a categorical variable. Hair color is a categorical variable. Okay. So there is no order, right? We can't do any ordering. So the categorical data, if we don't have any order, if we are not able to do any ordering or ranking, right? Then it will come under the nominal scale of measurement. If you have categorical data, and if you are not able to do any ordering or ranking, that will come under the categorical, nominal scale of measurement. Let me define the ordinal scale of measurement. So as the name suggests, right, it's the same definition, right? Name categories, but with order. It's a name categories all right, that can be ordered. So this kind of data set I can order, right? For example, let me tell you the rating. Okay, suppose rating has been given as excellent, no, average, and poor. So here you can simply see, right? So excellent, average, poor is what? So this, first of all, this is the categorical data, right? And we cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operation. That means you can't say average plus poor equal to excellent, right? So here I can do a order, right? You can say excellent, then average is greater than poor. There is some ordering, right? Or you can do in reverse order. Poor is less than average, less than excellent, something like that. Or I can say, let's say t-shirt sizes. Okay, let's say small, all right, medium, large, extra large, or you can say extra large, large, medium, small. So you can see small, medium, large. So what are these data set? These are the categorical data set. All right, we cannot say a small plus medium equal to large or medium plus large equal to X, something like that. There is no meaning of these kind of things. All right, but if I can order, first of all, you have to see whether it's a categorical or not. If it's categorical, there will be only two scales of measurement, nominal and ordinal. For nominal, if I'm not able to order or rank the categories, then it will be nominal. Or else if I'm able to order or rank those categories, it will come under the ordinal scale of measurement. All right. So you can simply say yes in the chat box. If this is clear, then I will move to the interval and the ratio. Then we'll take the doubts. Okay. All right. I'm getting lots of yes. Hope you are getting the idea. All right. So the next step is, I told you, right? So this is cover, right? First of all, the very smart approach, see whether it's a categorical or not. If it's categorical, then I will be having only two options, whether it will be nominal and ordinal. If I'm able to order these categories, right, then it will be ordinal or else it will be nominal. Let's come to the numerical scale of measurement. Okay, for numerical data means for other interval scale of measurement. Another color here, black. So interval scale of measurement. Okay. So in interval scale of measurement, lots of people have doubt. They are getting lots of difficulty. Yeah. So just try to listen me carefully. I will let you know the interval of scale of definition of interval scale of measurement. Okay. So what is the interval scale of measurement? So basically, the interval scale of measurement, I told you, right, it's for numerical data, right? So basically, I can simply write it's as a numerical values, no, that can be, I'm just writing the very short form, right? That can be added or subtracted. Okay. So in case of numerical scale of measurement, right? So we cannot perform, no, here we cannot perform division and multiplication. I will tell you why. So see, if you are seeing, if you see in the numerical data set and you are able to perform only addition and subtraction, that will comes under the interval scale of measurement. I will take some examples. Hopefully that will clear you. And if we cannot perform the division and multiplication because there is called absolute zero property. Okay. So in this case, no absolute zero property. So what is the meaning of, first of all, let me cover the meaning of absolute zero, and then I will move to the other thing. Okay. So what is the meaning of no absolute zero? So suppose I'm saying absolute zero. All right. Suppose I'm saying absolute zero. So absolute zero means absence of that particular thing. Okay. Means if I'm saying absolute zero, that means should be that thing shouldn't be present. Suppose I'm saying zero pen in a box. That means what? There is no pen. All right. Suppose I'm saying, I mean, there should be meaning of zero. It shouldn't be like, okay.
Suppose I'm saying 0 people in a room. That means I'm saying no people, right? There is a meaning of 0, right? For in the reverse thing, suppose I'm saying 0 degrees Celsius temperature. So does this mean there is no temperature? Can I say yes or no? No, right? We can't say 0 degrees Celsius means there is no temperature. There is still some temperature, right? So this is something called no absolute zero property. So in interval scale of measurement, right? So there is no absolute zero property. Because of this, I cannot perform, multiplication and division. I will tell you the example. Suppose I'm saying, okay, so 1 second, just give me a minute. Hopefully that will give you clear idea to you. Okay. So I think in Celsius, minus 273 degrees is the lowest. Suppose this is the 0, this is the 20 degree, and this is, for example, 40 degree and maximum suppose. Okay. Now, suppose I'm saying the amount of temperature from minus 273 to 20 is A, and amount of temperature from minus 273 to B is 40. Now I'm going to ask question to all of you. Can I say B is the 2 times of A? Asut is writing no, San is writing no, 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 no. Okay, yeah. We can't say here, right? B is 2 times of A, right? Because of this absolute zero property, right? We can't say. Since it is going below 0, right? And see, if it's from 0, I can simply say, because 0 is the limit, and then I can simply say, B is the 2 times A. Because of this, I can't say B is 2 times of A. Due to which, if I'm not able to perform this case, I can't say, A is B by 2, something like that. Okay. So that's why in interval scale of measurement, see, absolute zero property is absent, because it is taking one trick in interval of scale measurement. It can take value below 0 also, right? Then it is taking absolute, see, there is no absolute 0. It can take value below 0 also. This is case, and due to which I'm not able to perform multiplication and division, due to which I will perform any addition, only addition and subtraction. Okay. Okay, that's why you have seen there should be no equal interval. Equal interval, what I mean by in equal actually interval, let me give you the idea. Okay, suppose I'm saying, you had the example of, let's say, temperature itself. That will be easy for us to understand the thing. Okay, suppose I have example of temperature, let's say 10 degrees Celsius. So what is the meaning of equal interval? Suppose I'm saying 10 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Celsius, something like that. So see, I can perform any only addition and subtraction. So I will say the difference of 20 degrees Celsius, 10 degrees Celsius, this is same as difference in the temperature of 10 degrees, 30 degrees Celsius minus 20. So, okay. So this should be the equal. Okay. And in interval scale of measurement, the only thing you have to observe whether you are there is meaning of absolute 0 or not. If there is no absolute 0 and it can take value below the 0, then it will come under the interval scale of measurement. Okay. So let me okay, you can take the interval of another example of interval scale of measurement. Let's say I can say others. What else can you, if you want, then you can tell me any other example for interval scale of measurement. If you know, rating, GPA, okay. Yeah, rating we can do, but we have to clearly mention, right? Okay. So for example, IQ score also, right? You can say, suppose your IQ score, 90, 100 and 110. So difference between 100 minus 90, this is same as 110 minus 100. Okay, something like that. So here you can't say, right? Here you can say IQ score of 0 doesn't mean, absence of intelligence, right? It's just a extremely low point on the scale, but you can't say absence of intelligence. There is still meaning of that 0. Okay. If there is a point of, you have to check whether absolute 0 property is there. If this absolute 0 property not fulfilled, I will come to the interval scale of measurement. And then now let's move to the very last topic, which is called the ratio scale of measurement. Okay. So in ratio scale of measurement, right? So as you have seen in interval, I was able to perform addition and subtraction, but in ratio scale of measurement, if I want to write in a single line, so it's the numerical values, that can be, added, subtracted, and multiplied or divided, because of there is absolute zero property. Okay. So I told you, right? Absolute zero means absence of that thing, right? Okay, let me tell you why I'm able to perform multiplication and division. Suppose I have the marks data, right? Minimum marks is 0, let's say maximum is 100, and someone is scored 20, and let's say we redraw the line 20, suppose this is the 40. Suppose the student is scored 20, okay, and suppose students B score 40. Okay, now tell me, can I say B is the 2 times of A? B has scored the marks twice than A? Yes or no? Yes, yes. All right, all right. Yes, yes, yeah. So here, because lower limit is 0, right? In ratio scale of measurement, it cannot take a value below the 0. While in case of interval scale measurement, it can take value below the 0. And here, since 0 is basic or baseline or something like that, here the meaning of 0. Suppose I got 0 marks or something like that. So there is meaning of 0, right? And since here B is 2 times A, that means it's a multiplication. I can say A is half of B, that is division. I can say I can perform addition also. I can say 20 plus 40 is equal to 60. Suppose 20 is scored A, 40 is scored B, C is scored 60. I can perform addition. I can perform subtraction and all. So in ratio scale of measurement, I can perform all the numerical properties. These addition, subtraction, and multiplication and division. Okay. So, okay. So one very basic thing which I'm going to request to all of you. Okay. I'm going to ask to unmute so that you can ask your doubt. But it's a request to everyone. Don't make noise and chaos in the session. You can simply raise your hand one by one. I will go. I will take the doubts from one by one. Okay. Okay, so that doubts of everyone should be clear. Okay. Okay, so if you want the written notes, right, then I can share with you. I don't have any problem, but hope you are able to understand the writing, because I have written very fast. Okay. Okay, all right. So okay, just wait for me. I inform the team. They will unmute to. So we can. I can discuss the things, okay? But it's a request to everyone. You have to make the case of the. Just give me a minute.
Hello, sir.
Okay, okay. So Amrish Kumar, can you ask your doubt? Amrish Kumar, can you ask your doubt?
Hello, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I have doubt in graded assignment.
Okay. So one clarification. We can't discuss the doubts from grade A assignment until the due date is over. Okay.
Okay, sir. After the due date, you will tell, eh?
Yeah. After the due date, we can discuss. That's not a problem. Because grade A assignment is something you have to try on your own. Okay? So just
Sir,
try on your own.
I have done that. One question is my doubt.
Okay. Even it's one question or two questions. It's grade assignments is for your
Okay,
no
okay, sir.
knowledge testing. So be
Yes, sir.
so yeah. All right. So Shrey has raised hands. Yes, Shrey. What is your doubt?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
My first doubt is regarding the FAQ week 1 document provided in the modules about the interval scale measurement, conversion of interval scale measurement to ratio scale measurement.
Okay.
I didn't understand what was going on in the example and why it was done.
Okay. All right. Okay. So conversion. Okay. Suppose. Okay. What is the key difference between numerical? Sorry, ratio scale and interval scale? How will you differentiate? What is the key?
Absolute zero.
Absolute zero property, right?
Yes.
So you have seen if I have data, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
Yes.
In which scenario I can get the zero?
Not
Just
in the
think.
interval one, in the ratio
Okay,
measurement.
suppose, yeah, if you want to convert interval to ratio, suppose there is a one scenario, then you want to convert, then what is the property in ratio? There should be no absolute zero property, right? Suppose I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I have another something, let's say, again 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then in which scenario I can get the zero?
By subtraction.
If we subtract
By
both.
subtracting, right? The only case is subtraction, right? Except subtracting, I can't get zero. If I'm able to, after subtracting, I'm able to get the zero, then this is the something I'm going to interval scale of, ratio scale of. That's a different scenario. Okay? Key thing is you have to see whether absolute zero is there or, all right?
Sir, so this method is useful for some specific things.
Yes, some specific. Yeah. It's not. No, we can't perform. We can't say in general itself. All right. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sir, I had
Sachin.
another
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah. One second. See, I'm going one by one. Okay. Don't jump in between. Okay. Yes.
So it was about the discrete and continuous numerical variable. Is there some definitive trick after? Because I was having many wrong answers in that types of question. Is there anything that is a quick method to recheck before submitting?
No. See, the only thing you have to keep in mind, whether are you able to count or measure. Okay, it's a very simple. If you are able to count, suppose I'm saying number of attempts to clear exam, right? So this is something you can count, right? One attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, right? Can you measure this number of attempts?
No, sir.
No, not at all, right? Now, if I'm saying time to clear an exam or something, no, time to write an exam, time to complete exam, then this you have to count, or this is something you are going to measure? Measure, right? Time you will be measuring hours, and first of all, just see whether it can take different values. I mean, it can take any value in the line or not. Okay.
Yes.
So this is something, because okay, the same example I took actually. Suppose I'm saying, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Suppose exam is of 3 hours, right? Let's say 0 to 3, right? Then here it will be, let's say 0.5, 1 or something, 1 point something like that. Then it can take any value, right? Suppose you are the student, you have finished the your exam between this time interval, right? Some student can finish the exam in this time interval, right? So it can take any value between an interval, right? While in case of discrete, it will take value. What you can do is just simply draw, draw a real line and see whether it is taking distinct value or not. Suppose I'm saying number of attempts, it will take 1 attempt, 2 attempt, 3 attempt, 4 attempt. It is taking distinct value, right? It can't take any value in between. Fine.
Fine. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. All right. Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Abhay, so I think we should go with the.
Time is categorically bad.
So Sachin, can
Hello.
you, Sachin, what is your doubt?
Hello, sir.
Sachin, are you here? Sachin is not here. Yeah, so I will go for Adiba Naqvi, right?
Hello, sir.
Correct me if I'm pronouncing correct. Adiba, what is your query?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
Adiba.
have a few doubts. Small
Yeah.
only. It will not take much time. So the temperature in any which the units, it is in the interval scale, right?
No. Okay. What? Okay, suppose I'm saying temperature in Kelvin.
Yes. That's my question.
Okay, temperature in Kelvin. Suppose I'm saying 0 degree Kelvin, then
Then it's in ratio scale because
ratio scale, because there is a meaning of zero, right? The only thing you have to keep in mind whether it's a absolute zero property is there or not.
okay.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And
What is
so
your
you
second?
said that the phone number and the PIN code always comes under the categorical.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last one is regarding the descriptive and inferential.
Okay.
So if I'm not wrong, while you were explaining it, you said that we can calculate the mean and average marks and everything, and that will be under descriptive.
Yes.
And then the next time you said that in an example of average salary, and you said that that would be under inferential.
No. Okay. I think you are getting about confusion about average. So it's not about average. I can calculate under descriptive or inferential. See, the thing is you can perform. Okay. Let me share my screen.
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Suppose, what is the comes under descriptive, right? So what is the meaning of descriptive? Whatever data set you have, you are describing, okay, or you are summarizing that data set, right? You can do by anyone, right? You can perform the maximum, minimum, or whatever. Suppose, okay, let me clear you. Suppose you have data set of 100 students, all right?
Okay.
You can perform, you can tell me maximum marks, minimum marks, average marks, or demography distribution of those students. Yes or no?
Yes.
This is something what we are doing. You are just describing your data set, right? Suppose you have data set of 40 students. Okay. Then you can say you can do the same thing. You can tell me, sir, this is the maximum, this is the minimum, this is the average marks, and this is demography statistics of that. Yes or no? So far, so good. So what descriptive statistic tells us? Whatever data set you have, you are going to describe or summarize that data set. All right?
Yes.
So far, so good. Whether it's about 100 or 40. Now, what comes under the inferential? Okay, suppose I'm saying you have a data set, you have 100 students. Okay, suppose this is your population. All right.
Okay.
And forget about this thing, and you took a sample of 40 students. All right. Then you have calculated the maximum, minimum. Okay, first of tell me, if your marks are 40, you can calculate maximum, you can calculate minimum, you can calculate median, you can calculate average, or you can calculate this demography pie chart, bar chart, or whatever, right? As per that. Yes or no? All right. Now, so what the inferential tells us, in inferential you can perform the things, but what inferential you are going to make the conclusion about your population data.
Okay. So
one second, it's a request to others if you don't have any doubt, right? So please mute yourselves. Yes, yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
One second, I think I'm discussing with I forgot the name. Adiba. Yes, Adiba. Adiba, can you hear me? Adiba, you are on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
So basically, in the inferential, like for example, if we talk about a question and it's given to us that a few of the data are given, and then they mention that it is concluded, or they concluded from the previous events that have happened. So that is when we take the answer as inferential, because I was getting confusion about it, because in a question, if I'm not wrong, descriptive and inferential one, the one answer for it was descriptive, and similarly in the other question it was inferential.
Where
And when,
where it is? Where it is? Can you
so
tell me
I think it was in assignments.
which activity?
So I'm not very sure, but I'll
Okay,
just
can
try to
you?
explain it.
Yeah, can you check? And
Okay, wait.
also one thing to all of you, you can go under the supplementary content, right? So there is you can click on this textbook thing, and then if you click on this click here for book, so there is book for week 1 to 6, 7 to 12. So you can simply go through it, and you will have the idea about the thing, right? So this
Okay,
is
so so
you can
sorry
go.
for interrupting.
One second. These are things we have mentioned here, right? If you have watched the lecture video, then after that, if you want to do the quick revision, you can go through that. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Just
One second, one by one.
just
Yeah,
one
Devi.
more minute. So so basically, like inferential is always performed on a sample for a certain
Yes,
population, right? That is the difference.
Yeah. See, descriptive, I told you, right? Descriptive data set, whatever you have, you can perform, you can summarize. Okay. Suppose for a scenario, suppose this 100 student is a population data set, right?
Yes.
Then you can perform you can summarize this data set or not?
We
You
can.
can, right?
Yes.
If you took a sample of 40 students, even you can define that data set, right?
Yes, we can.
Only difference is based on sample. Suppose you have very large data set. Suppose you want to do throughout the India, all over the India, right? Then it's very difficult to consider all the elements, right? Because there will be factor of cost, there will be time, there will be manageability, everything, right? Then what we are doing in general, we are taking sample. We are performing, we are doing analysis and everything on that sample. And based on that, whatever the things we got, we are making the conclusion for a large data set. That means for a population. For inferential and statistics, you will see hypothesis testing, confidence interval, but that will come under the statistics 2 course. So don't worry about those things. But yeah, some overall idea should be.
Yeah, and now it got clear. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Hello, sir.
Sir, I have a doubt. Like you told there will be roll number in case of cases and variable. When roll number is there, then Ram, Suman, Rahul, will those come under cases, or it will again become variable?
No. RAM is not a variable. See, I told you. See, roll number is a case. First of all, it should be unique, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So if you see, RAM is not then RAM is just a unit. I mean, it's an observation where it went. Let me go there. Okay, so here if you see, okay, so case is what I told you, right? Case is unit for which your data is collected, right? In this case, for RAM, we have collected the data.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? See, for Ram, you have information. He is in class 12. He is from Delhi. His contact number is something, right? Then for Suman. So here Ram is a case. Here you can see name is a variable. I told you this. See, column represents
no, sir,
the name.
I have a doubt. I'm asking like that. Roll number is also there, but still Ram is also a
Ram is the
number?
data. Ram is the one of the data, one of the observation.
Okay.
For roll number
What about
3.
phone number?
Roll number is a case, right? See, this is the case.
Phone number, sir. Phone number.
Then sir, Ram is also a case and roll number is also a case.
No, then RAM is not a case because you can see it's a duplicating, right? It's not a unique. It should be unique.
No, but sir, if there is single RAM and also roll number is present, then how we will decide?
Then you should go with the roll number.
Okay.
That means that time roll number is a case.
Yeah, because okay. What I'm saying, just listen me carefully. What I'm saying, just focus with this statement. What is this? A unit for which your data is collected. Yes or no? Case is what? Case is a unit. Suppose, okay, in this same case, suppose we have a column of, let's say, let me use this color, okay? Suppose in this case, I have a column of roll number also, okay? So here tell me, for roll number 1, you will collect your data, or for RAM you will collect something. So for roll number 1, you will collect the data, right? Roll number 1, name is Ram, class is this, city is this, phone number this. Okay. So actually you should see whether, first of all, it's a unit for, okay. Very first thing, see row. and in that row, unique case and see for which your data has been collected. All right.
Okay.
Sir,
I'm
I have a
a
question.
little bit
Hello?
confused because for roll number, once it is data is collected, and again for name, data is
No.
collected.
Okay.
So
I see. I took the example of roll number because here so there is duplication of the name, right? You can see the name is repeating. Then okay.
okay.
Why I'm
Sir,
saying
phone number
suppose
is not different. So,
one
sir,
second, one second. See what I'm saying. See, I will come to you. See what I'm saying. Suppose I asked you, tell me the phone number of Ram. Then for which Ram I'm talking about? Can you confirm? No, right? Whether I'm talking about this Ram or this Ram? No, right? Because this is
Okay.
duplicating, right? This is repeating.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So cases should be unique. Suppose I ask you, tell me the roll number of student 6. Okay. Then you can simply tell me 7, 6 or something like that. Okay. Now someone is saying phone number is unique. You are correct. But can you tell me? That's why I told you be focused on this statement, a unit for which your data collected. So for phone number you are collecting rest of the data, or for roll number you are collecting the phone number.
The roll number.
for roll
Right?
number.
So the cases is a unit. Cases is a unit for which your data is collecting. Right? It's not phone number is unique. Suppose there are students, pin code can be unique, Aadhaar card number is unique. But for you to be clear for which for which unit you are going to collect your data. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Khamir has raised hand. Yes, Khamir.
Sir,
So I will go.
sir,
to
I have, sir, I have
Sir, I am
doubt in the
your
same question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I have doubt in the same question, sir.
Yeah. Go
Sir,
ahead,
if
please.
we interchange the position of roll number and the name, and suppose that there are only the names are the number, the names are not repeating, then in that case, can we say that the names are cases because we can collect data for names also, sir? In that case, if the names are not
You
repeated.
can say that's not a problem, but I think you are doing manipulation in the data. But thing is that the roll number will always be unique. Okay, I'm not denying you are wrong if names are unique, but roll number, if you are saying for roll number, that will be more appropriate as compared to name. All right.
Sir,
So for example, suppose there is any data set of customer. So there there is data of customer name and customer ID and what kind of products he or she has ordered, right? Then suppose you have data set of custom. So which one will be more appropriate, customer ID or customer name?
sir,
ID,
ID.
right? All right. So it will depend on the different scenario. We can't say in general, but it will depend on our objective of the yes. All right.
Sir, if we make a column of name, date of birth, phone number, and at the last we take the data of Aadhaar card, suppose Aadhaar card, then in that case, name will be a case, or from the left, Aadhaar card will be a case, sir?
No. So first thing, you have to see which one is the unique, first of all. And see, I told you, right? So row represent the cases, right? So you have to start from the beginning. Okay. And it should be unique. Okay. So basically, you have to keep in mind, see, case should be that unique for which you are collecting data set. All right. Okay, so Komal has raised hand. Yes, Komal, please go ahead. I will go one sequence wise.
Sir, you told Khamir, so it's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, Khamir. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, please.
So, sir, my first doubt is that in the when we are dividing statistics in two parts, first is descriptive and second is
inferential.
So my doubt is that if one class has female and male, right? And we want to know who is doing better in one subject, or like maths, right? So what will we do? We will get the average marks of male students and average marks of female students, right?
All right.
And we will describe it in infraction statistics, because we were describing that male or female, which is better in doing. So if male's average is greater, when we say male is doing better in maths compared to female in this class A, for example. So yeah, it will be it will be part of infraction statistics. Is it right?
So Khamir, let me clarify you. Okay, so if suppose first of all go, just keep in mind, if I'm doing inferential statistics, right? So inferential means what? Inferential, if you go with the statement, inferential means infer, right? I'm doing some inference. Inference from what? For what? So inference, I'm going to inference, making an inference from sample for population, right? Okay. So if
Okay.
you, okay. So suppose you are saying, okay, suppose there is a school, right? There is a school.
Yes.
In that school, let's say there are some 10,000 students. Okay. You want to know whether female is performing better or average marks of female is better than average marks of male. That's your question, right? Now, so is it very difficult and time consuming to do the things on 10,000 students? All right. Then
Yeah.
what you can do? Suppose you took some, okay, just focus on my study. What I'm saying, just suppose you took a sample of you have selected 100 randomly female student and 100 randomly male student. So far so good.
Yes.
So what you have done, out of 10,000, you have randomly selected 100 male candidate and 100 female candidate, right?
Yes.
Now, what you have done, you have calculated the average of 100 female marks and 100 male marks.
Yes.
Okay. Then what you got, suppose female average marks of female is, let's say 85 and average marks of male is, let's say 82. Okay.
Yes.
Then what you got, for this particular set of sample of 100 females, you got average marks is better than, I mean, on an average, female are performing good as compared to male candidate. All right.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
so what you are doing, so now till this point you have done some calculation on your data set, right? Now what
Yes.
you are going to do, suppose you are an analyst or you are a reporter and you are going to make a news tomorrow morning, like let's say in that particular school is school A, female is performing better than male. Okay.
Yes.
Now what you have done, based on the small sample of 100 students, right? 100 female candidate and 100 female male candidate, you have made the conclusion, you have made an inference about whole school, whole data set. Okay. So this is inferential statistics based
So,
on a
sir,
small
then my
data
doubt
set.
is that we have calculated average. Then in average, it's just mean. And mean is considered in descriptive and statistics. So
No,
it's
no,
a
it's not.
conflict.
I told just I think some students asked to you before, just few seconds before. It's not about average will comes under the descriptive statistics. See, inferential is just a simple thing. We are going to make inference about population, right? Here, if you see, I told just few seconds before. Suppose where it went. Just give me a second. Okay, all right. So suppose you have so suppose you have data set of 100 students. Okay.
Okay.
Then can you perform? You can summarize the data set. You can calculate the maximum marks. You can calculate the minimum marks. You can calculate the average marks and whatever some demography data of this thing or not.
Yes.
You can do, right? So this is something descriptive statistics. Okay.
And
Descriptive
sir,
is
it's
what?
a compulsory for on the total population we can't do infectious statistics.
See, Khamir. So inferential is just go with the word, right? Inferential means you are going to make the inference. Inference for what? Inference for large data set, right? Okay, tell me, if you are able to perform everything on a population data set, then what's the making inference, right? You are just, okay, what you are doing? Okay, let me complete here. Suppose you have a data set of 100 students. Okay. What you can do? You can calculate the average marks. You can calculate the, don't think average is the average will come under descriptive. Just think, if you have a data set,
I got it.
okay,
So
if you have data set, how you can summarize? You can make the pie chart, right? Let's say some percentage of from north, south, east, west, right? You can make the bar chart of like male. Let's say you can make the female. Let's say some 60 are female, remaining 40 are male. So what you are doing? You have this data set, right? Suppose in a Google sheet, I have given the some data of 100 students. Then you can summarize this data set, right?
Yes.
Okay, you can do some basic summarization or basic you can simply describe your data set.
Yes or no? All right.
Yes.
So this is this task is descriptive statistics. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And sir, my next.
At the same place, yeah, 1 second. At the same place, suppose what you have done. So you suppose instead of this 100, you have okay. Suppose you took a sample of 20 students. Okay.
Okay.
The same thing you can do, same operations.
Yes.
Yes or no? So what you are doing, you are describing this data set, right?
Yes.
This data set of 20 means whatever data set you have, you are giving the description about that data set to me. Suppose I gave you data set in Excel file. I asked what are the things you can do from data set. I don't ask to you to generalize anything about school or anything, right? I simply ask you have this data set of 20 students, whatever the things you can tell me for the data set. You can simply tell me, sir, this is the maximum mark, this is the minimum mark, this is the average marks, this is the demography statistics of 20 students or something like that, right? That is descriptive. What is the inferential? Suppose this is the population. Just assume this is the population. Population is whatever the big data, okay? And this is the sample. You took a sample of 20 students. Now, suppose you have calculated the average marks, let's say 80, okay? Then what you are doing? If you stop there, this is the descriptive. But if you are saying average marks of 100 students or in that school is 80, that is the inferential. Means based on this data, small data, you are making the conclusion about last. Is this clear?
Okay, yes, sir, it's clear. And so my next doubt is web pages are considered in unstructured data. So what's the core logic behind that?
Okay. What's your thought on this?
Sir, so my thought on this is web page. So the main I thought the logic was to consider that in a structured database is that you have a domain name and you have like .in, .usa or .china or something, so that you can describe it in different parts. But so in the same format, you have also that in image, the .jpg, .gff, so or anything like that. So if web pages are considered structured data, why not images and videos?
No. Okay. Actually, see, if the one thing I told you, right, is structured data and unstructured data, it should be in a predefined manner, right? If okay, for example, I think in that example they have taken actually. So unstructured data means what? They are not in any predefined manner, right? Okay.
Right.
Suppose from see, web pages can be two form, right? First form is when like so you have paragraphs of text, right? On the web pages, it may be possible or not.
Yes, it's possible.
You can have paragraph of text. You can have lots of images and videos, or no, some free form content and all, right?
Right.
So those cannot be in predefined manner, right? At the initial stage.
Right.
That in that scenario, it will come under the unstructured data. While in structured data, suppose your web pages normally I can do in the form of HTML table. Okay. I mean, that is something what HTML table, if you want to do, that is a predefined manner, right?
Okay, yes.
So that is something. So I gave you one of the example, right? If you've seen that student example, let me share my screen. 1 second. Let me go there. Maybe that will give you a clear idea. Just a second. Yeah, for this case, right? Suppose this is the scenario, right? Then what is this? This is unstructured data. It's not in any predefined manner, right? It's not in a standard form, right? Suppose I ask, tell me the contact number of Suman, then you will require more effort, more more work to tell me the contact number of Suman. Yes or no? Right?
Yes,
it's a text type. At the same pace, if I will convert the data like this. I will ask, tell me the contact number of Suman. Within a second, you can simply tell me this is the contact number, right? Why? Because it's in standard form, right? I'm able to, I can easily infer the information, or I can easily, it's very easy to search and analyze. All right?
Okay. And sir, in the non-grade assignment of 1.2 activity question, I have a doubt in the question number 4. There says that there's a table given 1.2.1 temperature and relative humidity varies in a day. So in that question, we have like 5 options. So the answer is that 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m. are the cases, and time, temperature, and relative humidity are variables. But according to my logic, time is the case, and the temperature, relative humidity are the variables. Yes, sir. The same question.
Time is the case. So time is the case. Let's see, if you see, time is a variable because under the, okay, what variable does? Column represents the variable.
Yes.
Yes or no? So what is
Yes.
this time column? It will, it is, okay, can you see the my cursor? So
Yes,
under the time, it's varying, right? 9, 9:30, 10, 10:30, 11, 11:30, right? It is
Yeah.
varying. Yes or no? So
Yes.
time is a variable because column represents the variable, first of all.
Okay.
Temperature is a variable because under the temperature is varying 27, 29, 31, 31. All right. Then relative humidity is a variable. Okay. If with the same thing, if you see class is a variable because class is varying, right? So under class values are varying 12. If you see this particular column, right?
Okay.
Fine.
And sir, in the 9th question, we have said that in statement 1, amount of time, yes, the amount of time Akash spends on painting is 0 hours. And statement 2, we cannot make any conclusion about the Akash because data is not available to us. So sir, I have a question that in the significant numbers, if 0.0 is given, that we cannot predict the number 0.0 after which what is that. So it's 0 hours, but 0.2 hours or 0.3 hours we cannot 100% sure say. So data is given, but we can so data is I think given, but we can
for particular, if you see Akash, it's unavailable, right? There is no, we can't say anything, right? If you see for Akash, amount of time is blank, right? We don't have any 0.2.
But sir, in the question it says the amount of time. Okay.
No. They are saying they are making two statements. They are asking which one is the correct.
Okay.
Okay. So
Thank
after you, I think.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Shivam
Hello, sir.
Kumar
Please
is.
listen to me. Hello, sir.
Yes,
I think it's a good. I will go if I should go with the sequence. Sorry for that, but I need to follow the. Yes, Shivam, please go ahead.
Can I ask my doubts?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, yesterday I was in a discussion with the ma'am, sir, regarding this 0 Kelvin and 0 degree Celsius.
With
And right now you just said that 0 degree Celsius on a real scale is in the between, and below that it is in negative, and 0 Kelvin is at the end of the scale. Sir, on the same context, I want to ask the question about angle of degree. Sir, in this assignment, sir, 1.1, it is given that angle of degree is in ratio scale. But sir, in this also, sir, 0 degree, there is a value of 0 degree, sir. And
no,
below
in which assignment?
Sir, practice assignment 1.1.
Okay, is there any feedback or not?
Yes, sir. There is Kelvin, and this angle of degree is given as a ratio scale.
1 second. I think after each refresh, I need to check that question. Can you paste on the chat box, because after each refresh, you will get the different set of 5 questions.
No, sir, I think the student is getting confused between 0 degrees and 0 degrees Celsius, because in 0 degrees Celsius, the temperature does not stop at 0 degrees Celsius.
0 degrees Celsius means, you can't say there is no temperature. Absence of temperature, you can't say, right?
Sir, so angle of degree is ratio scale or interval scale?
0 degree temperature, no.
See. Okay. Can you tell me what? Just tell me 0 degree. What do you mean by? Okay, suppose I'm saying 45 degree. Then
it make we can perform addition and subtraction on 45 degrees, so it's an interval scale.
Not only no. Okay, so tell me if
there is actually
if I'm saying
it signifies presence of temperature.
1 second. Okay. So if I'm saying 0 degree angle means what? Can I say, correct me. Can I say absence of rotation or deviation from a reference point or a deviation from a starting point?
Is a temperature.
Can I say 0 degree angle means there is no rotation? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
right?
Zero
If there is
degree
no rotation, meaning of zero is there, can I say it's a ratio scale of measurement?
temperature plus 60
I
is
think
also.
there is some background.
Yes, someone's noise.
Once again, let me mute to all of you. So it's a request to everyone, right? So I told in the very beginning of the session, please mute yourself. Otherwise, classes will not be in a proper form. Yes, Shivam. So did you get the idea? So see, zero means absence of that thing. Suppose I'm saying zero number of pen in a shop or in a box. Okay, that means there is no pen. Okay, so you have to think as per the context, right? You are saying 0 degree angle. So 0 degree angle means there is no rotation. Means if there is meaning of that zero, I will simply say it's a ratio scale of measurement. Or okay, tell me. Suppose I'm saying 180 degree and 90 degree. All right. So can you say 90 degrees half of the 180 degree?
Yes, sir.
That means what? You are able to perform division and multiplication.
Yes, sir.
Which is not true in case of interval scale of measurement.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now is it clear?
Yes. Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah. Abdul,
Sir,
please go ahead. Yeah.
Sir, regarding this rating and overall rating, I have few doubts, sir. Sir, in the
Where it
statements
is?
that
Yeah. Can you tell me the question? Then I can address properly.
sir, actually it was present in the solution that was the practice assignment 1.2, not graded
1.2.
one.
Okay. Okay. 1 second. Let me go there. Yeah. Rating. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir, there was a app and its review rating and overall rating question is there,
Yeah.
sir.
You are talking about
Yes.
this question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
in this,
Hmm?
sir, in this, it is given, sir, the rating given by each user. It is in the answer. It is categorical, and the overall rating is termed as discrete.
Hmm.
So, how, sir, the same rating can have two different
No,
variables?
you are saying okay. No, it's given an integer from 1 to 5, right? Okay, okay. One more thing I will tell you. If you will click on this check answers, right, you will get the feedback for every question. Okay, then you can verify there itself, right? So okay, let me tell you where it went. So you are saying it's not a categorical. It's saying discrete numerical. You can see in the feedback simply written rating given by users has a numeric property to calculate the average. Okay, and it's a discrete taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes, sir. In the question number down, sir, it is given that overall rating is a continuous numerical variable, sir. In the same
Yeah.
statement, sir.
Okay. So see, there is two column. This is rating given by user. This is discrete, right? If you see rating of app, rating of overall rating is what? Overall rating is nothing but average of the ratings.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Average can be anything between 1 to 5 or not. It can take any value between 1 to 5.
Yes, sir.
Right? That's the one of the property of continuous.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sir, that means, sir, integers will always have integers.
No,
Discrete
it's
will
not
have
about no. That's why I told you it's not only about integer. Will cover only discrete. In decimal, you can cover the discrete. But okay, let me tell you. Can you see the screen? This screen. I told you discrete will take only distinct value on real number line. Okay. So if you are plotting a real line, it will take only distinct value, right? Okay. Let's say that rating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It can take only 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? It is taking distinct value, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir, but it is an example of integer only, sir.
One second, I will don't worry, I will come to your point.
Okay.
So what continuous says, it can take any value between an interval, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
okay,
sir.
Suppose I'm saying you have coin of 1 rupees, okay, and let's say 0.5 rupees. Have you seen 50 that
Yes, sir. 50
pies, right? So if I'm saying you have coin and you have to count some rupees, right? Let's say some coin of 0.5 and then okay. So you can simply say you have 1 rupees, 1.5 rupees, 2 rupees, 2.5 rupees, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
It can it take it is taking distinct value only, right?
Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
Got it? Yeah.
Yes, I got it. Sir,
Yeah.
two statements that I want to bring your attention on. The discrete data are represented by bar charts and continuous data are represented by histogram. What does this exactly mean, sir?
Okay, don't worry, it will be covered in week 3, but if you want, I can give you some idea about that. Actually, what is the discrete data? Suppose I'm saying you have a student, right? Let's say female and male, okay, for example. Then let's say in a class you have some 60 female and let's say 14, okay. So bar chart is represent, so this is bar for female, so this is 60, and bar for male, okay, this is 40. This is discrete. Histogram is something continuous, so actually it's a continuation of bars. Suppose you have a marks of classes, right? So suppose this is 0, I mean you made a class beans like 0 to 10, something like that, then 10 to 20, then 20 to 30, then 30 to 40 on, right? So something like that. So it's a continuation of bars, actually, something like that. So in this 0 to 10, there are some students, okay, some students have, so this is the marks. 0 to 10, let's say some 5 students are there, right? 10 to 20, let's say 10 students are there, then 20 to 30, something like that. Okay, this is something, okay.
Once all bars are attached together.
It's a continuation of the bars.
Yes, continuation of data. Thank you, sir. I got it.
Abdul, yeah, please.
Sir, please listen to me.
Okay, I will come to Abel. Don't worry.
Hello.
I'm going to sequence. Yes, Abdul.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, good evening. So
Good
my
evening.
question is regarding, I was doing my activity question, and may I know why email address and the phone number is structured data? Because the email address could be anything like after it, we could add anything like. Hello.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, just share your
So
thought.
yeah, we can like we have the email ID for our IITM as ds.study.iitm.in or gmail.com or yahoo.com or outline, anything it could be. So how it's structured, may I know that?
Okay, fine. What is the meaning of structure?
Structured, it should be in a structured way. Like we can say that anything from the data, we could say that
In a spreadsheet, sir, the data that can be presented in a spreadsheet.
yeah,
Okay,
presented should be in
Okay.
spreadsheet or
So
something like that.
I told you one of the information for okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah,
I
it's
told you
visible.
like what is the structured data? It should be some predefined manner, right?
Yeah, it should be in predefined manner.
All right. Suppose I'm saying, what is your mail ID, right? Suppose your name is Abdul, right?
It's Adul, AD, yeah.
Adul, sorry, Adul. Okay. So what you will write? Adul @ let's say gmail.com. All right.
Yeah.
Or let's say Adul @ yesterday.iitm.ac.in, right? That is something. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of predefined manner? So for email addresses, there is only two things, right? It's the username, right? @ domain name. That's all. Right? It's already in it's a defined manner. First is your name, then domain name. That's all, right? It's in you can't write something. Okay, yesterday @abdul.ac.iitm.in, something like that, right? It's in predefined manner. It has an structured form. It has a standard form, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So
yeah.
and
Varna,
is it same for the phone numbers too? Because we have
Okay.
10 digits for the phone numbers.
Okay, I will leave on you. Just think about phone number.
Yeah, sure. And I have another two questions from activity.
Okay, all right.
I was doing an activity question and I just came across the two questions. Like, is ratings which were given in our statistic book as you shown now, in that it was given as ordinal scale for ranking and ratings, but for the same question in our activity question, it's given as interval. I couldn't understand how it is.
Okay, I think lots of people have doubt. I think let me clarify this. Don't worry. So what is, first of all, what is the ordinal scale of measurements is?
Which we can order in, sir.
Yeah, which we can a nominal thing which can be ordered.
We can order, right? Suppose ordinal is what? There is some order, right? For example, okay, with the same thing I will tell you, okay. Suppose order is there, right? Suppose I'm saying you are going to do a rating, okay, something like that, okay. Suppose you are right, you have written, let's say very unsatisfied, okay. All right. Then suppose I have written unsatisfied. Then I have written neutral. Then I have written satisfied. And I'm writing VS means very satisfied. All right. Okay. So this will comes under the ordinal scale of measurement for sure. Because it's a categorical data, it's a order, right? Now, suppose I have coded this very unsatisfied 1, satisfied 2, neutral 3, satisfied 4, very satisfied 5. Okay. Fine.
Yes. It's
Now,
ordered. Yeah.
It's a okay. Again, if I will write, so one can know. So what is the difference between interval and ordinal? I will tell you. Okay. For this, suppose I'm saying the order between, here is a difference between the ratings, right? So there is a difference between rating means, suppose I'm saying the satisfaction. Okay. So just listen me carefully. Suppose I'm saying difference in satisfaction level, 2 and 3, and difference in satisfaction level 4 and 5. Are these two statements is okay? Means I'm just wanted to know what is the difference in satisfaction level between rating 2 and 3 and rating 4 and 5. Okay. So
Yeah.
this might not, okay, first of all, okay, before going to this, if you have clearly mentioned, 1 means very unsatisfied, 2 means unsatisfied, 3 means neutral, 4 means satisfied, 5 is very satisfied, then it's an ordinal scale measurement for sure, because you have labeled the ordered categorical data. All right. While
Yeah,
if you come to the interval scale of measurement, suppose I do not mention this category. Okay. All right. I suppose I simply wrote, let's say some 0, 25, 50, 75. I will come to this part. Okay. And this is something satisfaction level for a book or satisfaction level of anything. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then, okay. So for interval scale of measurement, what is the difference? So in ordinal scale of measurement, so it's a possible, right? Difference in satisfaction level 2 and 3. This might not be same as difference in satisfaction level of 4 and 5. Would you agree with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Suppose there is a scenario where you have to assume, okay, suppose this is the rating. Okay? Means 0 means you can simply say satisfied, or unsatisfied, then 25 satisfied, then 50 is, let's say, or 25 neutral, 50 is satisfied, 50 is 75 is very satisfied, or something like that. So thing is that what comes under the interval scale of measurement, interval is same, right? So here you have to the one assumption is there, the difference between ratings actually are assumed equal. So assume equal means what I mean by equal means, suppose I'm saying difference in satisfaction. Suppose I'm someone gave the difference in satisfaction between 25 and 50. This is the same as difference in satisfaction between, let's say, 75 and 100. For example, there is suppose 100, that will be. So what is the one of the assumption? You are assuming difference in satisfaction is same. If the difference in satisfaction is not same, it will be ordinal. Actually, in that question, we have to clear mention there is that ambiguity we have to remove. Thanks for pointing out. We will remove that one. But I hope that this is clear to you. Okay. If it's not, so suppose anything not is mentioned, it is given in numbers only, and
Yeah, one more thing.
then we have there is a, we have to assume, actually assume, or we have to clearly mention the difference in the satisfaction level is the same. Then, all right.
So can we assume that when the rating is given in in words or something like good, bad, or something, then it's an ordinal, and when
Ordinal
it's given in when it's in a
numbers.
numerical form, then we
But
can assume it as
also
interval.
you have to keep in mind if it is clearly mentioned. Suppose I'm saying 1 means good, 2 means average, 3 means very good, then again it will be ordinal itself because I'm just labeling my data, labeling my category, right?
Yeah, that's what. Because I was going through activity 1.4 and the question
I
number
think you are
5.
asking about that Karthikeyan question, something like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So in that it is not mentioned clearly, right? Category is not
So it's
mentioned.
an
Just
ordinal.
no, it's an interval then. Okay. Actually, that statement we have to mention, that is the something ambiguity is there. Actually, that statement we have to mention that difference between satisfaction level for
Yeah.
each rating should be same. Then it will be interval. Actually, answer is interval, but we have to mention that statement. Now I think is this clear?
Yeah, and I have the similar doubt in the same above question where the timing is given for, a survey has been conducted to determine the amount of time in minutes a student below the age of 12 spends
Correct.
on playing video games. The students are being given the following options to choose from. Less than 30, 30 to 45 is an interval, 45 to 60 is an interval, more than 60.
Slow. Actually,
Okay,
I don't have
fine.
that question. You can tell me what is the...
Shall I copy paste
No,
the
you can
chat?
tell me. You can tell me. I can write. I don't have.
Okay, so it's a survey has been conducted to determine the amount of time in minutes a student below the age of 12 spends on playing video games.
Okay.
The students
Video
are
game.
being given the following options to choose from.
Yeah,
Hello?
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
So there are four options given. Less than 30 minutes, 30 to 45 is another interval. Then third one is 45 to 60 is another interval, and more than 60 is another interval. What kind of scales of measurement has been used here?
Okay, now you tell me. What is your thought and what is the correct answer? I will tell you why.
Okay, so
and give me your reason. What is your thought so that I can correct you?
Sure. Sure, because we don't have absolute zero here, and we have something in an interval. So I have chosen as interval as my option.
But ordinal correct answer should be ordinal.
Is ordinal. Yeah.
I will tell you why. What is the property of interval?
Property
interval
of
should be same, right?
Yeah, intervals should be same.
Correct. Okay, tell me if I'm writing less than 30, is this mean it's from 50 to 30?
50.
It can be 0 to 30. It can be 10 to 30.
Yeah.
In that scenario, whether interval be same?
No.
No, it's ordinal. Okay.
So okay.
Because you can order, right? This is the time of one category, then category 2, category 3, category 4.
and category 4.
If it is clearly mentioned, let's say 50 to 30.
15 to 30.
Difference?
Okay.
Difference is 15 minutes, right?
15 here. Yeah.
30 to 40, then 45
to 60,
60 to
and
75.
60 to
then
75.
you can go for the interval. We don't.
Interval. Okay. Fine.
All right. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
So
Thank
I will
you.
take 1 or 2 doubts. I think it's already 11. So I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. So Swarna, you can go ahead, please. Rest we can discuss in the upcoming session, right? It's already 11. Hope you are getting.
Sir, please listen to me. I am waiting for a long time.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. After that, I will take the doubts of Swarna. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Abhay.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Sir, I have a problem, sir. How can I find, sir, recorded lecture and these notes? Sir, please tell me.
Okay, fine. So this recorded lecture you can access from the calendar itself. There will be a YouTube link. Okay, you can watch it later. Okay, regarding the notes, if everyone is okay with this fast writing, then I can share with you. I don't have a problem. Hope you are able to understand it later. Then I can share it with you.
Sir, I have a small doubt.
I can upload on the. I will share with the team. They can upload in the under supplementary content. Yes, Sal, please go ahead.
Sir, I want to know about the discrete and continuous data. Like as you said, the discrete is something which is fixed, like 1, 2, 3, 4, sir. But can we do like integer, like 1.5, 2 and then 2.5 and then 3 then 3.5.
I told, right? I took example
But
of
sir,
suppose.
so sir, this is fixed. Like we can't go like sir 1 and 1.5 and then sir like sir, I'm not getting this clearly.
See, okay, discrete is what? First of all, you can count, right? And on
Sir,
the
so
real
this is not about the decimal or integers or some negative or
no,
like
it's not
positive.
about decimal and integer. One key thing you have to keep in mind, if you draw a real number line, right, it should take distinct value. All right. Suppose you
Yes,
draw,
sir.
it is taking 1.5, 2, 2.5, and it is not able to take any value between 1 and 1.5 and 2 and any of the interval, right? It is taking value discrete value, distinct value, right? Then it's a discrete, right?
And sir, one more sir, small doubt, sir. As you said in the tabular data, sir, like sir, variable and cases, sir. In that data, we can have just one case, sir, not like you said as row is the case. So if I say that roll number is the case, so sir, name and all those things can never be the case, sir. It's just the roll number only. That's it.
Yeah, roll number is, see, name will be variable because under name there are various names, right? So name is the variable because column represents the variable. All right. So roll number
Sir, in the
2. Roll number
Sir,
2.
in the graded assignments, this is the question, but we don't have the specific uh, thing to distinguish that whether
First of all, just see whether that is unique or not. If it's unique, then it will be yes. Okay.
So I can't really distinguish. Okay, after distinguishing that whether it's unique or not, and then we can say that that's the case and that's it.
Sad. Basic thing you have to see. I told the definition of case. It's a unit for which you are going to collect your data, right? So just
Yes,
see
sir.
for which unit. We just focus on my statement. For which unit you are going to collect your data, right? Suppose I'm saying for name or for RAM. For RAM, I have collected the data. For RAM, I have collected the information like he is in class 12, he is from some city, his contact number is something, right?
Yes, sir.
Suppose for saying there is another name, let's say Saad, and saying you are from which city?
Delhi. I'm from Delhi.
Okay, all right. Suppose you are in 12th or you are done your UG or something.
I'm done with 12th.
12th, okay. Suppose I'm saying Saad is a student and he's in class 12th or he's completed class 12th and he's from Delhi, his contact number is let's say 89, something like that. So what is the case? For Saad, I have collected the data, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
you to identify for which unit you have collected your data. All right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so
And then that's the case only.
I think
Sir, updated for years, sir.
I should go with the line by line. Yes, I think Chansey. Yeah, Chansey, please go ahead.
So, is any data which we arranged in rows and columns will become structured form?
Data. Yeah.
Any data like suggestions,
Because
feedback.
because what you are doing, you are if you see it's you are no going to define in standard form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you are able to do in standard form and it's you are able to infer something or it's easy to search and analyze the information, it will be structured. I wrote some paragraphs,
But in
right?
suggestions and feedback, not every data is useful for us.
Yeah, that's the different thing. Yeah, I told you, right? If you are able to do, right, if suggestion is something they are just writing something, paragraph, then you can't do in structured form, right? Okay, tell me if feedback is like that, good, bad. Okay, suppose I'm saying there are 5 customers, they rated as good. Okay, then you will be having 5 different row as a good, right? And let's say some 2 customer gave feedback as bad. Okay, then you will be 2 row for bad. Okay, then you will be having some 3 rows for average or something like that. So here feedback is what you have categorized, right? You have formed in standard form, right? So actually chances it's depends on the objective and difference. All right?
Okay, sir.
Yes, Prabal, yeah, go
So,
ahead, please.
sir, one more doubts. Types of crops is ordered data, ordinal, yeah.
Okay, so it's
another
from
one.
graded assignment. Okay, so
Graded assignment, sir.
Yeah, don't do this like this. If you want, you can simply tell this is from graded. So we know which question is from where. Okay, so it's a request.
Hi,
Don't.
sir.
Yes,
Hi,
yes.
sir. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Just one.
Okay, I will go one by one. Okay, so Pranod, please, you are the one. Yeah, please.
Small question, sir. Actually, I'm wondering that whether cases must be ordered to qualify for the structured data, or the structured data do not have anything to do with the order of the cases.
No, no. What do you mean by order?
So suppose that in case of manual searching of name and addresses from an address book, it is presented in some kind of orders, alphabetical order form.
So it's not a
In
problem.
tabular
Okay.
form, which we use for machine, they are unordered sets of data sets are there. Even the cases are not in the ordered form. So in this case, how we call it as structured data? So it must be ordered in some in the.
Yeah, that's the different thing. Pranod, right? I'm correct, doing the correct pronunciation, right?
Yes,
So yeah, so actually that's a different thing. Suppose in normally what in school, if you go in school and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Then normally in school they are collecting the data of student in some with the alphabetical, right? Let's say IAN, IUC, and something like that, right? It's alphabetical order, right? The key thing about cases is okay for whether you are collecting the data for IAN or okay. Suppose there is IAN, so IAN can be repeated also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just assume there is 2 or 3 IAN. Okay. And then I asked, tell me the contact number or father name of IAN. Then you don't know for which I am talking about, right? It's a duplication is there, right?
Yes.
So cases is something should be unique as well. Then you
Yeah, that is clear, sir. Just only whether the cases should be in some kind of order or not.
No, it
to qualify
can be in order.
for a structured data.
Yeah, it can be in order, it cannot be in order. Also, it's not a problem. Suppose, okay. For example, what I'm writing, suppose your roll number is, let's say, 3. 5, for example. Suppose your roll number is 5. Okay. And suppose there is one student, let's say Akanksha Singh, she took admission very late. Just assume hypothetical scenario. And she got roll number because already roll number 1 or since Akanksha should be come before you, then well, suppose C2 get admission late as roll number 1 has been assigned already to student. She got roll number 98, for example. Okay. Yes. Then even though if you ordered in, if you keep in structured form, it will be structured data, right? And cases will be unique roll numbers. Okay. So if you are keeping in structured form alphabetical order, that's good. If it's not there, suppose there is
sir, we can say that in whatever we are referring here as structured data, it is in context of machine readable data.
Yeah, kind of, because it's one thing I will tell you. In today's machine can do the things for unstructured data, because unsupervised learning and all are there.
Whether it is ordered or not,
because
ordered by itself.
The one thing is
manual in if we have to qualify for structured data, the cases must be ordered.
Yeah, that's actually that will give you, it will be easy for you to work upon that. I mean, suppose you have been asked tell me the contact number of all the students who I mean his name is starting with alphabetical A, right? Then you can apply some filter and all. You can simply tell. That is the different thing. Anyway, see, whatever the big task we have, complicated task we are going to make as simple so that machine can learn or give me output or something like that. Okay. Yeah, so that's a different thing. It will depends on the personal object. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, Prabal, please go ahead.
I really have doubt regarding is all tabular data you say is a structured data or something like if we have like comprehension data, we have like something name and class and all that in a comprehension way. So it is unstructured. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't get your point. Could you please repeat?
I'm here to say like it's all the tabular data, like all the data that have a table or something is a structural data.
Yeah.
That's my question.
Yeah. Because see, tabular form is what? You have a standard form, right?
Yeah.
You have a predefined manner, right? You have predefined form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, suppose your data in tabular form, right? Your data in Excel form, your data in HTML form, something like that. So you have a predefined manner.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
But
becomes
so practice assignment 1.2 question number 6, 7, 8. But I am asking about suggestions, but it show unstructured.
So if you're talking about particularly about suggestions, see, suggestion can be anything, right? Suppose someone there is a one YouTube channel or one YouTube thing. You saw that YouTube video and you are giving the suggestion or comment and all, right? As a comment from the suggestion can be anything, right? Suppose you wrote, yeah, this song is very good. I like this, and that this is I mean, singer of this song is this let's say people X. And suppose a Prabal came and he wrote the suggestion, something like that. There should be,
But it
improvement in the
arranged in
music.
a rows and columns.
It's not chances. See, the thing is you are asking about only suggestions, right? So suggestions will be unstructured data, right? I told you one feedback option like suppose you are giving, okay, suppose I ask you suggestions is what? Suppose you have to give the suggestion in only category. Category means suppose I ask you, tell me you have to give the suggestion like whether I should publish this YouTube video or not. So you have only two options, right? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, correct. You have only two
Yes, sir.
categories, okay? Then it will be in structured form, right? You have only two categories. You can simply make the and all, right? Okay. See, you are making the rows. That's okay, but see whether you are able to make in standard form or not. Understood?
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
That's the
Yeah.
thing.
The suggestion can go,
Okay,
sir,
so yeah, I
like
understand.
so suggestion can go like categorical data, and then further we can classify it in nominal data, right?
See, it will depend on the scenarios that I'm just telling you. See, Sajay, I told you, okay, are you okay with this? Yes, no, or not?
Yes, sir, I'm okay. But sir, if we have some different, like we can give open comment about the thing that if we like it or not, or any kind of suggestion, then it will go as like categorical data, right, sir? And then it will
Correct.
go
Suggestion
to
is the categorical
nominal.
data, right?
But it's
Yes, sir.
variables.
No, when it depends on the situation, what kind of question they are giving us.
Correct. You see, we can't generalize anything, right? I just gave you some 2 to 3 scenarios, right? All
Yes,
right.
sir. Okay.
Fine. Okay. So I think I will take 1 or 2 dogs because it's already 11:30. Hope you are understanding.
Sir, I have a very small doubt, sir, that just clicked in my mind, sir. Sir, if the rating starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, we can say it is a ratio scale.
It should be, there shouldn't be meaning of 0 then. Okay.
Means 0 means if 0,
Zero means, okay, suppose
It should be
something
coded.
like
It should be coded.
it should be something like 0 means you want you don't want to do rating, means you don't have any opinion, something like that. Okay.
Okay, then in that case it will become a ratio.
But it should be clear to that what is the meaning of 0.
Sir, what you can say about the lyrics of song is structured or unstructured?
Okay, what's your opinion on that?
I'm a little bit confused, but I think it is a structured way because when you read it, like something make a sense or some kind of, I don't know.
Okay. So okay, first of all, tell me if you go with the lyrics of the song, it's a text heavy or it's I mean, if you want to analyze something, it's a text. You will require more effort or small, very
Yeah, of
less.
course, because it is in comprehension way, so it required effort on top of it.
Yeah, actually, unstructured data most of the time it's in text heavy form. Okay. All right. So I think yeah. So we can.
So what's about web images and videos?
Hello, sir.
I think
unstructured.
Web pages and all we have discussed. It's unstructured, right?
Sir, how can we get the notes which you created from where?
Okay. So I will share with the team what they will do. They will upload under the supplementary content. Okay.
Okay,
Fine?
sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think it's Fine, then I hope you got the idea. In rest doubt, I think we can take on
Excuse me,
upcoming
sir.
Sunday. Okay.
I have a doubt in practice assignment 1.2, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead, please. I will take this doubt. Yeah.
In a this is a statement type question. This is basically question number 13 and 14. I found this interesting. Please check that. In 13, it's like some scenarios. What analysis? Sir, please see the question.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm seeing this question.
Yes. In question number 13, if all residents of locality participated in survey, what analysis can be done using this type?
Okay.
These questions are like scenarios. How can we identify this is descriptive?
Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. So okay. Tell me, what is in the descriptive statistics? I told you, right? Whatever data set you are, you can do
Yes, sir.
something on that, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suppose you have a data set of 1,000 students, you can do something on that. You can describe, you can summarize, you can make the bar chart, you can make the pie chart and all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like this is the statement question. Statement
Okay.
1 and 2, we can say this is a descriptive type analysis. Okay.
Okay, so you are saying that statement and 1, 2 is what? Statement 1 is 59% of the residents
Yes, sir.
consider COVID-19, remaining
Yes, sir.
41 consider as a normal flu, right? So what is
Yes.
the question? Okay. So okay, first of all, give me the answer of my question. I'm saying based on 1,000 people, okay? Okay,
Yes,
based on
sir.
1,000 students, you can perform the things. Okay. Suppose out of 1,000, you took a sample of 50 students, then you can do the things. You can perform the
Yes, sir.
things.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
So
sir.
what is that 1,000? Suppose 1,000 is the whole population. Suppose there is a society, in that society there is 1,000 students, or in
We have
particular.
1,000 is population. Okay, no?
Okay. Then can you perform descriptive on this population data set? Suppose your population very small, for example.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. We can.
You can, right?
Yes.
And suppose you took a sample of 50, then you can perform the things on 50 also, where 50 will be your sample, because sample is nothing but subset of your population.
Yes, sir. I can.
Now you got it?
Yes,
Now, if
sir.
you go to that locality, what they are saying, ki out of, they are saying all the residents, suppose all the residents of the locality participated in the survey. So suppose there are 100 residents in the society, for example. Okay, if
Yes,
100 residents are there, then 59 of them will consider COVID-19 as a serious.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me draw a graph. Maybe that will give you a clear idea. Okay, all right. So suppose I'm saying, suppose there is 100 people. Okay, this will be, then this is the, and you are going to ask to this 100 people, this will be population, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Correct. So out of this 100, let's say 59 are saying this is a serious disease, right?
Yes, sir.
Remaining 41, what they are saying, this is a normal flu.
Yes, sir.
So what you can do based on this opinion of 100 people, you can make me a bar chart and you can give it to me, or you can present it in front of me, right?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
this is the description or this summary of your data set. Now this is the descriptive.
Yes, sir. We have just info about our data
Okay,
set.
what about 40? Suppose survey collected data from 100 of the locality region taken at an, okay. So I mean, I took the 100 at a population, but suppose this is 100 only have been taken. Okay, what you can do, suppose this is the 1,000, for example. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then some 590, 410 will be there, something like that. Yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir.
And suppose you took a sample of 100 people, right? Then you can say 59 and you will say 41, right? That means what you are saying, okay, then what you are saying, you took a sample of 100 people and you are saying 59% are considering as a serious and 41% are considering as a normal flu. Then it's a inference, because based on this sample, you are making the conclusion. All right?
Sir, if you are taking the information, sir, is it like even, or sir, what kind of pattern we are following if you are, sir, taking random selection from people like 50, 100?
Whenever you have sample, you are doing something on sample, and based on inference, based on the sample, you are going to make the conclusion about population. That is the inference. All right.
Sir, in the explanation part, you also mentioned that descriptive descriptive. This can be applied on population and sample of both, sir.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. Okay. Listen to me. What is the statement saying? What statistical analysis can be done to issue statement and statement 2 from this data, right? Now, what is the statement 1 and statement 2? Now, if you see, the head of locality in Chennai conducted a survey in hand. So this is the major statement, right? And this is the main objective. For this, you are saying 59%. See, from where you are getting 59? You took a sample of 100, then you are making this statement, right?
Yeah, yes.
Are you getting?
Yes.
Now this is the
This should be
inference.
inferential, no?
Correct.
If we have seen,
If you took all the people, suppose there are 100 people itself in the society or 1,000 people, then it will be descriptive, because descriptive I can perform on population data as well as sample data. What do you mean by population data? Means total collection of all the items. Suppose in that particular society, total 1,000 people are there. Okay. Based on 1,000 people, you are saying, means suppose you are saying 59%. Okay. Then 41% are saying as a normal flu, 59 considered as a
1,000
serious
is
disease.
our population, sir, no?
Yeah, 1,000 is your population. Then this so descriptive, right? You are not making inference. Whatever this 59%, 41% is what you are based on those total 1,000. You are just summarizing. Okay. Inferential is you are making inference based on a small data. Where if you see, this is the small data of 100 people. Suppose, okay. Based on these 100 people, you are making that conclusion. That is the inferential structure.
Yes,
All right.
Okay. We
Sir,
have
how many
statement.
how many people are in
So
that
based on
community, sir? 100.
so
Yeah,
based on 100 people, we can make only predictions of the entire population.
Correct.
Sir,
So
So,
based
sir,
on a
sir,
sample, you are making
Yes.
prediction about inference about population. All right.
Sir,
Sir,
in
so
that question, sir,
inferential statistics is limited only to sample size. Okay,
Correct.
sir.
sir, but in that question, sir, how we can get to know like 59 and 41%
Sir,
people have
one more
voted? But
question.
sir, am I audible?
Yeah. So please go.
Sir,
Sir, hello.
I am audible, sir.
See, Saad, I think Saad, if someone is speaking, is good. We should go one
Sir,
by one.
I am
Okay.
asking a question like, sir, in that question, 59 and 41% people have voted, sir, but in the top, in a locality of some people, but they didn't mention how many people, sir. How can we
See.
get to know that there are 100 people are in there?
No. What they are saying, they didn't give the total number of population. Okay. What they are saying, in the first part, it is okay. They are saying all the persons are going to give the opinion about COVID-19. Okay.
Yes, sir.
That all the person can be 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 also. We don't know. Okay. Suppose,
sir.
just assume there are 1,000 people in that particular locality. Then that 1,000 people will be your population or not?
Yes,
Population
sir.
is what?
That will be
Collection of all
population.
the elements in which you are interested.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, what
Yes,
they
sir.
are saying in the very first statement, based on 1,000 people, they are saying 59% and 41%. Then what you have done? You have total 1,000 people, and out of those 1,000 people, suppose 90 people are saying, it's a serious disease, and 410 people are saying it's a normal flu. Okay. Then what you have done?
Yes.
You have described your data set 59% and 41%. That's all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
This
get
is the
it.
descriptive, right?
Yes,
In
yes, sir.
inferential, suppose I took a sample of 100, then I'm making 59% and 41% for all the residents in that locality. It's an inference.
Okay,
All right?
sir.
Sir, the
Question 13
percentage
is population based, and question 14 is our sample based question. No,
Correct.
that is the difference
Yeah, that
between
is the
both.
difference. See, inferential you can perform only on sample data, because
Okay, sir.
based on the sample data, you are going to
We
make
do not have
inference.
information about population. It is just like
Correct.
people in locality. We
Correct.
don't have numbers, but it's like a whole. We are taking population the whole locality of in
Yeah,
Chennai.
we are taking a subset of that. Okay.
Sir,
In question number, sir, last question.
percentage, sir, the percentage of
In
59.
next question, sir. There is a column. What number question number? It's 15, I think. There is a column of BP, HP, LP. This is the I think this is in ratio form. they're like 118, 18, but this does not come under ratio scale. I think there should be no unit in BP measuring. That's why it's does not come under
BP is something
Blood pressure.
yeah.
Yes,
See,
sir.
that's okay. BP is blood pressure. I'm not denying that. See, BP is something. Can you say 0, something like that? No, right? I don't think it's meaningful.
So, in which category it will come? It's a nominal, ordinal, or a interval scale. Like this is not a ratio scale. I can get from this question answer, sir, question number 17 answer. So,
Okay.
sir, BPHP, in which category we can categorize this BPHP, HPL?
You can like
It is nominal. It's not like ordinal. Will it to be nominal or interval?
see, it's like see, normally, suppose I'm saying it should be.
Sir, I think it will be ordinal, sir, because we cannot perform addition and subtraction. Makes no sense on this blood pressure, sir. Sir, or in ordinal, sir, we can just order if the blood pressure is high, medium, or low, sir, something like that.
Is there a meaning of zero?
No, sir, in zero blood pressure makes no sense. Sir. No one has sir, zero blood pressure.
Okay. See, I think ordinal we can't
Sir,
come
this
in
is not in order, I think, because we have it varies for the cases. Like when the case have
correct.
118,
Some people 120, 80 is normal. Some people 122 and
it
80,
does not
70
also follow
normal.
interval scale.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I think we I need to then think a little.
Maybe, sir, we can categorize it in interval scale, sir. Then.
No, it does
Can't
not
be
follow
found
a
actually.
definite interval, sir.
I will check. I will check once again.
Sir, if
I
blood
need to
pressure
think.
was
Can
I
it be
can't.
interval if we take that because BP has some certain unit? So we can perform addition and subtraction that the BP of this person is X and with the unit this less than the original one. I mean,
Sir,
that
if
way.
this have a
so
unit,
in
then
that case, it will
come
be
under ratio scale.
Yeah, then in that case it should be ratio scale, correct? Because suppose I can say, suppose someone blood pressure is 140 mmHg, right? I think this
Yeah.
is the unit, right?
Yes, yes,
it
mmHg.
it can indicate the pressure is 1.4 times. Suppose someone has 100 mmHg, right? I think
Sir,
this
but
is,
sir, but
we can't.
how we will explain absolute zero in this case, sir?
So absolute zero means you can say absence of that attribute, right? Means
Yes.
absence of blood pressure, which is we need to check whether it's a psychologically meaningful or not. I can't comment in general. I will cross check once. But what
Sir,
is the
blood
meaning
pressure
of
is not a ratio data
Without
scale.
blood pressure, it's not possible.
yeah,
Absence of
Chansey,
blood
that's why I'm
pressure.
saying, okay, that's why I'm saying we need to check whether it's a psychologically, is there any meaning or not. I can't comment the correctly, but yeah, I will look into it. Fine.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
So
So
you,
how
okay, I
can
think
we how can we say that a sample is a good representative of something? Because you took a sample for average adult male height. So for that you took a sample
okay,
of
fine.
different regions.
Akanksha, okay, you will tell me. Suppose the average adult, right? I want to average height of
Yeah.
throughout India, right? Okay, so where are you from?
I am from Pune.
Pune. Okay, all right. Suppose what I'm saying, you took a sample of 500 people, okay, from Pune, or let's say some good city from Pune and Delhi, for example. Okay, I mean you took some 250 randomly from Pune, 250 from Delhi or Mumbai. Okay, fine. You calculate the average height of this 250 from Pune and 250 from Mumbai. Okay. Okay, you calculate some 5 feet 7 inch or 5 feet 6 inch, for example. All right.
Yeah.
And you made the conclusion, like you gave your report to government. Average height of adults in India is 5 feet 6 inch. Okay. Now this is the one report you gave. Another report you gave. Suppose you took samples from different regions of India, north, east. Some, let's say you took 100 people from north, 100 people from south, 100 people from east, 100 people from west, and then some from middle region, Madhya Pradesh and all, for example. And then you calculate an average height coming out to 5 feet 6 inches. Which one sample is the good one? Pune and Mumbai only, or throughout the India?
Throughout India. I get that. I understood that. But my doubt was when there was a doubt by some other person here, and he gave an example, I guess, of 1,000 students, and you were to give the average of marks of boys and girls, and we took random 100 people. So for that random 100 people, the boys could be randomly selected where they are actually scoring high, or maybe there could be only very low. It's not.
It should be randomly. It's not like so. See,
So we cannot say that it is a good representative sample of that, because we are randomly taking. There could be many people who are scoring
random,
actually high.
Random is the something. It's a good selection. Okay, randomly you took from, let's say, suppose there are some 5 classes, 5, let's say 3 floor in the school. Okay, you took 30 randomly from first floor, 30 from second floor, 30 from third floor. Okay, all right. Then it's a random. It should be from all floors, or it shouldn't be like only one floor. Right? Suppose your friends are they sit in the class of second floor, and their marks is high. You took the sample of only from there. Then it's something subjective. You are purposely doing that sample, right? You are purposely going to show that objective is good. Okay, that's the wrong thing. Okay? Even though that is the sample, because it's a subset. Okay. But yeah, that will depend, Akansha. It's not like, but it should be, sample should be
by
good.
mistake, if we pick random and by mistake, they don't keep in
Okay, that's
consideration.
why actually, Akansha, if you study statistics in advance, that's why error is coming. That's called human bias. Okay. If you search something, how to do sampling, you will see simple random sampling, stratified sampling, purposive sampling. So this based on different scenario, we are talking. There are ways to collect this. Okay, I think all right. I think we can close, because we can discuss the things in upcoming session.
One little question, sir. Sir, if population size is suppose 1,000 and 50% of the people are suffering from COVID, and we take a sample of suppose 100 people, say, so that should follow that this sample also has 50% people.
No, it's not about. It's not about. See, that sample can vary also. If you suppose they based on that 50 people or 100 people, only 40% is coming, and you are making 40% for whole population, that is the inference. All right.
Okay.
Okay, then I think thanks always already about to 12. I hope you can understand the time. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
I'm also hoping you got the idea about things. Okay. Thanks all. We'll meet in the next session. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Good
Thank you.
Thanks all.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
सर आपने खाना खा लिया कि बाकी?
नहीं अभी खाना एक्चुअली.
अरे थैंक यू सर.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
It was an amazing
lectures
session.
daily होंगे?
It's not about daily. Every Friday, Sunday, and Tuesday we will be having this.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir, for clearing our doubt.
Sir, notes कैसे मिलेंगे?
Yeah. I will. Okay. For as of now, let me see if I'm able to share in this chat box. You can take rest, or else I will upload on the portal. Okay. I will share with the team. Okay. They will.
Sir, you can